Hello, everybody, and welcome back finally to Run the Flood, our weekly Shadowrun 5e game here on Table of Horrors. The DM is no longer dying. So, I am your Cosmic GM, Softhanomicon, and I am joined this evening by my wonderful friends and players. Mojave, played by Daybreakathon. Morningstar, played by the Rissa Rave. Cloudburst, played by Lord Rodon. Anxiety, played by Slippery Nosferatu, and Jason, normally played by Noskavian, but at the current moment played by Noskavian's chair. He will return in a moment. So, as we come into everything, we start outside of the base. A car pulls up, a rather fancy vehicle, kind of nice shiny rims, a lot of LED specials, something that probably shouldn't be driving with the lights on, but it does. It opens up. Scales, you have spent the last couple days basically in a crash course for Technomancer history, knowledge, understanding, preparing you for the way the world will look upon you and the way you should actually really be seeing it and what that could mean for you. As you slide out, 404 leans out of the thing. All right, kiddo. You be careful. Say hi to everyone for me. I gotta go deal with my husband.
Stay safe. She'll uncoil and head towards the base.
You hear the slam of the door as 404 shuts it. You walk up, and as you enter in, we'll say that this scales will enter in about the time those that would be getting up are getting up. Obviously, you run a lot of late nights, so it's early afternoon, really, when you all kind of wake up. Staying up till 4 a.m. as Vegas is wont to do. That's about how long it takes to sleep. Anxiety, goodness knows you've probably been up for Lord knows how long, aware and there, as you don't need to sleep very much. But everyone tell me how they're getting up and their reactions to having their snake friend back.
I mean, I can tell you, Mojave was, sprawled, dozing on the couch in that kind of like, I'm awake, but I don't feel like moving yet kind of state. But the moment the door opens and a snake friend comes through, he is bounding up and going over. He's still limping a little bit as he goes in to try and greet Scales with a hug, and he is being a little bit careful about his ribs still. As much as I want to say the bruises on his face are fading, they're probably actually looking worse now because bruises do that thing where they turn all blue and green and purple the closer they get to being but anyway, he's chill, he's fine with that. Doesn't matter. He's going to hug Scales.
Yeah, when you see Scales open up the door, she is wearing a kind of like crop top situation. The sleeves are a bit tighter. And she looks really healthy and like there's clearly like a revitalizing that has happened with her because she doesn't have that like weariness that she usually carries around. And so when you come bounding up, her arms are already open to hug you. Of course, she sees all the bruises and whatnot, and so she's careful to not hurt you in that embrace. But she does hug you and say, Mojave, I've missed you. How are you doing?
Back! Good to see you. You look like you're doing well.
Yes, I learned a lot. It was interesting, but I'm home. So
it's only been a few days, but it feels like ages. Come on!
Pulling
over the couch.
Slither in. Yeah, she'll slither in. I imagine she left Midori with everyone here. So, I think that like Midori is the clue to the others that she's home. Because I imagine he like skitters and was like, Mom's home. So yeah, she will go over to the couch with Mojave and say, right, so who fucked up your face? You look You look awful. What happened?
Put a pin in that. We'll get there. How have you been? I felt real bad when I had to run off with nothing but a text. But you know how these things are.
Yes, well, you left me with, well, you left me with the rest and Cloudy, so that was it. But I learned some things about people then, which was interesting. Would have loved for you to be there to run interference between me and social interactions, but perhaps I am going to be better at that now. I feel different.
There's just that slow nod and sidelong glance of like, the others were put you through stuff.
Yes, yes. But I feel different now. I feel good. So
Great.
you have to tell me what's been going on. Seriously, I know you want to talk about me, but it's really not much to talk about. I was with 404, sort of, Necromancer crash course.
You're never gonna guess who's back.
Please, just
sort of turning, waiting to see if he's hanging around here somewhere, giving him the opportunity for a dramatic entrance.
She blinks out of sync.
please.
Sure. Having been on the ceiling the entire time,
Oh no.
sitting crisscross applesauce, eyes shut in a loose meditation. It's anxiety, somehow more sculpted than before.
Wow.
Wearing it is like weird combination of skin tight but flowing black silk raiments. And it looks like his hair is much longer than you recall, and it's in a braid that ends with like a blade that's like looped around his hips at the moment because he's hanging upside down.
Right.
Looking like a fucking spectral assassin.
Right. Okay. When Mojave starts kind of like looking around, she also is looking around like, ooh.
looking
She
around,
knows who.
looks up, hands on hips. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She knows who, but a moment of denial, and she kind of the blink out of sync happens, and she looks up, and then she smiles. Is he eyes closed? Like, is he actually like meditating up there?
He was, but then he can't meditate with all this racket going on. This slow burn conversation distracting him. So like the eyes are open and looking down, but for him it's up.
Understood. She smiles and says, "Glad you're back."
Never meant to leave, but
yes. Where did you go?
To training camp.
Same. So the aura from her, and like her scales are, the normal kind of just all black, matte color. But the kind of aura she's giving off, for those who can see such things, is really calm. Really, really calm. There's like maybe like a spike of excitement as like, anxiety's back, but so utterly calm. And she'll just go, "Can you come down so that I don't have to crane neck?"
Oh, he'll break the connection with the ceiling, but not uncross the applesauce until he's almost at the ground, landed a squat and stand up. Real fucking slick. And then the braid will come loose and dangle down his back.
Her tail reaches out and grabs the braid, not hard or anything, but just like tilts the bottom of it to look at the blade, and she'll go, "This is new. How did you get this?"
It was longer for me than it was for you guys.
Oh, I see.
I was going for a week here, and for me it was a month and a half, almost 2.
Wow. I'm sorry.
Drop in the bucket.
I suppose. It is good
Yo,
to see
Cloudy, Jay, Scales is back.
when Jay would hear that Scales is back, he would leave the garage and come into the main room. He looks pretty much the same, just a little more worn, and it looks like he's been spending a lot of late nights in the garage working with stuff. He's got some bags under his eyes, and he's got various oils and mechanical fluids.
Black
staining-
coffee era Jason.
Yeah, yeah. Basically.
Yeah, she sees Jay and immediately will let go of Braid and will shoot off the couch towards Jay and scoop him up into hug. Give him big hug. And say, it's so good to see you. Though you look tired.
Yeah, Scales. It's great to see you too. You seem really happy.
I am.
That's good, man. That's great. It's great to have happy chummers. That right? That's Shadowrun chummers. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, things have been better. Just a lot of work. I'm making some changes to my mech. I'm doing some customization on Anxiety's bike, but it's good stuff.
Yeah. Maybe we sleep a little more, a little less on coffee. You look really tired.
I'll have time to sleep later.
We'll try. We'll try for sleep.
Rest is important.
Maybe I'll get 1 extra hour today.
Okay, that's a deal. And maybe some new clothes. You've got a lot of oil on you.
It'll come out eventually.
No, that's why you got one set of clothes for the workshop and one set of clothes to run around in.
Oh yeah, that. I got a set for the workshop and a set when there's no emergencies.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I would love to see what you're working on. You know, that would be maybe I can add stuff, help.
Yeah, sure. Softy, any idea how much of Slip's bike I could have completed?
Would you please roll me engineering?
Sure. Oh, and my mech too. Do you want me to just roll engineering twice?
Yeah, just roll engineering twice for me.
Oh, I know I have engineering here somewhere.
Maybe
Wait,
skills.
is it
Oh, mechanic.
hardware?
Sorry. It's automotive
mechanics.
mechanic. Sorry.
Um,
That's my fault.
Okay. What? It's not hardware?
Not for this specifically.
Okay.
Hardware would be another thing.
Oh, I got that. Alrighty. And do I add I know I have some crap for Grease Monkey to that. Let's see.
Feels like a thing you would add.
You not only love monkeying around with these items, but you could often get devices to work, gain a +1 dice on any skill test using skills from the engineering skill group.
Yes, which is the mechanics. All those
Yeah.
count in the engineering skill group. Actually, I realized roll an automotive mechanic and an industrial mechanic because your mech is not technically automotive.
Oh, okay.
It is far closer to an industrial equipment. Oh, Jesus. Your mech has made a shit ton of progress.
Oh, that was the one that didn't even need much work.
I think it might be done. Automotively, I'd say, what were you adding to Anxiety's bike exactly?
Yep. I have an Excel sheet. I will I will pull it up.
Have a to-do list for his bike.
I have the work order.
Yeah, so yeah, for Slip's bike, I was giving it Gecko tips, a manual control override, a anti-theft system, oil slick sprayer, road strip ejector, chameleon coating, a nano maintenance system, electromagnetic shielding, and a tag eraser. Oh, an ECM.
I definitely say you can mark off the chameleon coating
And the gecko tips.
And the gecko tips. If you
Okay,
roll me a hardware, I'll let one of the more computer-based ones go as well.
Okay. Damn. Woo.
How do we do?
Hey.
Hey.
Mechanical override. You take the mechanical override, the anti-theft, and what was the other computerized one?
There was a nano maintenance system and the ECM.
The nano maintenance system. You can have it with a 11. Yeah, you can have that. It stops at 9, but still,
It's still a lot.
Okay, yeah.
that's a lot. So no, yeah, the bike is. Your mech is done. The bike is very close to being done.
Okay, cool. And what I changed on my mech, is I think the only thing I changed was I got rid of the realistic feature, and I gave it chameleon coating, and there was something else. I just can't remember what. But yeah, he has chameleon coat. Oh, something protection, which I forgot to follow up on, so I'll figure that out later. But chameleon coating. He has chameleon coating now.
Yes.
Hey.
So the mech is now entirely robotic instead of trying to look like a realistic troll. Jason is no longer committing hate crimes.
Amazing. We love to see it. This is
Oh,
gross.
gecko tips. That's the other thing I gave it. Gecko tips.
Ah, then I will allow that one as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing.
Your mech, the transfer on your camera for your mech is done. And that's what you worked on all night that made you lose sleep. You maybe need like
that sounds like
one
a very
more.
productive night.
Maybe one more
yeah.
sleepless night, and you can finish the bike completely.
Hell yeah.
And then I can work on the special project, the Turtle Van, which I have not started yet.
The green machine? Let's go.
The green machine's
Green
coming.
machine.
Let's go.
Turtle van. All right.
Oh yeah, one more thing for Rissa. When you were examining the blade, so it's not. There's a metal ring with a blade on it that the braid ends at the end of. But
Yeah.
there was fully a bullet ricochet mark on that bitch.
Oh.
Straight up bullet dent.
Just blocked a bullet with his hair. Just
And that's crazy. Yeah, no, amazing. She is happy to see her friends, though we're missing one. But yeah, she again just exudes that calm and happy energy right now. Yeah.
While Jay's here, just off to the side while other people are Anxiety is just gonna get a wet nap, and I think like something from the fridge and bring over to Jay and just like start like cleaning his face, but also give this man a snack because he's fucking working like a dog. So that's kind of happening off to the side. Big bro's taking care of his little bro.
This is adorable. I will say that in all this reverie, Shellhound has left a note. He got a call very early in the morning from his boss that he needed to take some time to speak to basically his boss here in Vegas for a short while. So he basically wrote of like, hey, I'll be gone. See you guys later.
Okay.
So he is off, assumingly, with the Loki Suns at this point.
Cool. All right.
So, let me go through my list.
All that's left is Cloudy. Are you coming down?
Yep, nope. Very shortly after the hey, coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Finn, go say hi. And Cloudy will meander on down. Finn will not meander; he will dash.
About you're like looking at this your focus Morningstar on this knife and like, oh shit, the bullet. And about that point, you feel and you like a dunk, and you get thrown to the ground as a large shark jumps upon you with nothing but love in his heart.
Yeah, she will laugh as she kind of falls to the ground and will just wrap her arms around Finn, and give him a big hug and be like, "I missed you too, Finn. Happy to see you." And she will give him scratches.
We all missed you, Scales.
Cloudy, she'll get up, slither over, and she'll give him a big hug and say, "You are still in one piece. They have not driven you crazy yet."
Not yet.
Not yet. But only
Well.
just.
I'm glad.
Mother!
My son, Midori,
As
come. And
Midori comes bouncing, like literally in ball mode, bouncing down the hallway, ricochets off the back of the couch, flies towards Morningstar, opens his little arms, and just clasps onto you. Mother, I have
Yes.
missed you. I'm
Oh,
so
I
glad
missed
to see
you.
you.
I missed you, darling. And she, hugs, kisses. And all of the information that she has learned, she imparts to Midori.
He
There's gonna-
takes the files in, and he just is. I love to learn. I will read through this.
I know. I knew I had to share with you as soon as I learned it. So now we will both know.
He like pops off, turns ball mode, lands on the couch, and like nestles in like an egg into like the area between two cushions, and you just all hear this very gentle like beeping noise as like he basically goes through this data at the fucking speed of light, speed of Matrix out here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just all curled up making little boop noises and little lights going off.
It's
Love
just the sort of sidles over to poke the egg with the end of a pen because he's beeping and I don't know, we poke things.
He's reading, Mojave.
Beep, beep, beep.
Little Midori puts out one leg to stop the pen at one point, and you just hear, "Please, I need to focus on my reading."
Yeah, there's one more dodge the arm to poke him again, and then we stop.
Right. So have you guys eaten yet?
Not this morning.
Oh, okay. Okay. She will go to the kitchen and she'll just start making breakfast for them. It's like a different person has walked into it's clearly her, but just there's a lot of weight that has kind of been lifted off her, so she just seems really happy, and so she's making everybody breakfast.
Definitely watching just the way she moves with the sort of bemused, like, do I say anything? Do I comment? She seems chill, and there's nothing nothing's wrong, and that's odd.
Yeah. She's like cutting fruit, just like happy as can be. And eventually she'll start setting the table with food and stuff and be like, "Okay, so tell me, what have you guys been up to these past couple days?"
Well, we got invited to a party.
Finally, actually exploring Vegas proper.
Yeah, I've been giving them the proper Falcon welcome.
Oh, wonderful. I do owe Rue a hangout date. I will have to set that up. I told her we'd hang out, so
Yeah, her and I were supposed to get lunch sooner or later.
no, so perhaps we make it like a date. We all go. But clearly a fight was had, and she her eyes kind of dance from looking at Mojave's bruised up body to anxiety and the blade that has the ricochet mark on it, and says, "What happened?"
Nothing worth talking about.
We got invited to a party.
A party?
You honestly didn't miss much. Just a trash monster.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Kidnapping people, trying to gaslight us into thinking that was cool. But
Oh,
Yeah, there
Okay.
was a toxic
Yeah.
spirit took up residence down in a warehouse. We had to sort the place out.
yeah, weird
okay.
hill to die on, but he is dead.
Oh
Well, also lived in someone's work vehicle that might have gotten nabbed.
Yeah, we tracked him down because one of Rue's limos was going rogue.
I see.
But
Yeah.
we tracked him
And-
down, and that's actually one of the things I want to talk to her about. Is well, most toxic spirits don't start out that way. Somebody else before
And
they bad.
and supposedly made a deal with a certain spirit in town,
Yeah.
the tree one.
Oh. Okay, so there is a to-do list. I
Yeah,
see.
There's always a to-do list. As I said,
Mhm.
I'm waiting for Rue to get back to me. I'm sure she's busy with stuff, but I'm not worried about it. There's questions I want to ask, but I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, do we have
No.
anything like high octane, high risk, low reward we're doing right now, or are we just kind of doing errands?
I mean, at the moment, I'm kind of kicking my heels in the city till till time comes to play politics with that meeting coming up. That's why I had to rush back off the other day.
Hmm.
Remember
Was I
that?
here for that?
No, this
Heck,
is
I
You're
trained
still
all
under-
month last week. I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
Right.
no, it's been wild. No, we got a big meeting coming up between the powers that be in Vegas and the powers that be in LA so that we don't end up coming to blows with our allies.
Okay.
It's actually scales at some point. Doesn't have to be right now. I don't want to bog you down with too much business just after you walk in the door. But you and I would like to get a one-on-one chat later on.
Of course, of course. Yeah, okay. But you said there was a party. Whose party?
Tammy, captain of the Peregrine Falcon Battlebot team.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
well, that'll be
I,
fun.
Brought Jay down to make some friends, and he made some friends. What is that? Next
They were
Wednesday?
really cool guys.
Okay.
Which
Well,
is
it's
good because the BattleBot community here is toxic,
Look, it ain't the whole battle bot.
rancid,
Just,
There were the
rancid.
two. There were the
See.
two.
I
see
mean,
it.
he was going up to Rando Jamet in a bar.
Usually doesn't end in an attempted extortion. First
Right.
time for me, but
Uh-huh.
we got it sorted.
Is that when you got the bullet shot at you, or
No, I threatened to kill them and they stopped. The bullet was during the trash truck.
her one eyebrow shoots up at him saying, "I threatened to kill them." She's like, "That's
Yeah.
different."
Threatened to kill them. No
Mhm.
harm came of them. They are babies.
Actually,
Yes.
on the topic, gotta say, Jay, you did great with the Falcons, just in general. Like,
Yeah.
you did great, and saying just enough without ever risking saying too much. Like, I trust them guys, but it's good practice in general, and I want to congratulate you on that.
Huh. You're
Patting
muted.
Jay on the back with
Thanks.
one hand, and the other hand throws a greasy, grimy wet nap into the trash can.
Yeah, I mean, anytime we need to talk to robo enthusiasts or I guess mechanical stuff, I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's your specialty. Makes sense.
but yeah, we got invited to Tammy's party next Wednesday, and I think it's later that week is the party over in Evangeline's old neighborhood that we don't want to go to, but we're keeping tabs on in case it's a problem. Because that's the other thing, that diary we got from the Toxic Spirit, it's got Evie's name all over it. Like, literally Evie's name in the book,
Oh,
part of how he went bad.
interesting.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Okay, well, it seems like everything has been really chill, which is nice. I was a little worried at first that things might get not great with my absence, but
As I
I'm
told
glad
you,
nothing happened.
we've been laying low, kicking our heels till the big meeting, trying to not rock the boat too much.
I see. Well, that's great.
That's actually one of them other things I want to talk to you about, and getting all them the Dark Horse Entertainment. That's our thing. As part of dotting the I's and crossing the T's and getting all them registration forms taken care of and doing some thinking, Scales, with your expertise. At some point, I want to talk to you about helping me get the Falcons a proper casino host on the Matrix. Some extra revenue streams to fund our
endeavors.
That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah.
Yes, that I absolutely can help with that. I suppose just send me. Well, I guess this is more conversation that I should have with Oscar, maybe. I don't know, but if I'm rearranging financial things in order to have this revenue look legit, I just need to be able to.
Oh, see, that's the thing. It would be legit.
Oh, it's not
all legit. It's just a matter of keeping things secure, keeping things right, and bringing everything into the modern age. Okay. My brother's doing a lot, but he can't do it all. And I figure, know.
Yeah, their pie is good, but they need other sources of income,
I never got that pie. I would like to try it.
The apple pie is fucking fantastic, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
It is. It really is.
I've never had, so I would like to have some for sure. That will be my price, apple pie, to help.
Didn't we bring an extra back?
I
thought we brought an extra back. Hold on.
Did we get a doggy bag for Scales?
I don't think we did because we didn't know when Scales was coming back. But the thing of we are definitely going to acquire one for Scales as soon as Scales returns.
Yeah.
It's fine because that will give me excuse to go. I will go. I will get apple pie.
We don't need an excuse.
So what today? What are we doing today? Specifically.
Well, Scales, I'm officially scheduling a meeting with you.
Okay, well, it is on my schedule to talk to Mojave and anyone else who would like conversation.
I would like to say that the GM has just realized he has had his microphone muted for the past 10 minutes.
You asshole.
It's fine. I wasn't really saying anything. I was allowing everyone to have a good time. The only thing I realized is I just insert about on cue of asking, what are you guys gonna do? Mojave, your phone goes off.
Stop. Checking my comm link.
It is a message from Rue.
Oh, what do you know? Rue, what did she have to say?
She, with many emojis, pink emojis, she basically, hey, so got all my business dealt with, and I figured out where that car came from, so if we want to hang out or anything, we can. Yeah, honestly, if we just want to hang out, we can.
Yeah, it responds, thumbs up, I'm game, then also, Scales is back.
Just why multiple fucking E's? Like enough to hit a second line.
Yeah, there's just that moment of like looking at his phone. Yeah, just heard from Rouge. She's good to hang out today. Turns phone around so the enthusiasm is on display.
All the yees.
Morningstar smiles and will say, all right, so I guess that's what's on the schedule. We go and say hello to Rue.
Yeah. Rue, pie, meeting. There.
All right. Rue is a mobster, yeah? Is that right?
Okay. Sort of, like she is, but like also is big spirit. So
I think you met Rue briefly. I think you were there for that.
Yeah,
that was before you left.
I met her once, like 2 months ago for me. So
yeah.
I'm like,
yeah. No.
Okay, so is it gonna be at the casino again?
Texts back. Where do you want to meet?
Yeah.
She sends back an address that is a private location. It is a large, basically apartment complex in the center of the city. There is a casino attached, but it's just because everything in Vegas is a fucking casino. This is not a
Yeah.
hotel. This is like
A
penthouse
residence.
on the strip.
Yeah.
Mm,
This is a
And
residence.
she gives a penthouse number, and the unit number has double digits at the beginning.
oh,
Yeah, so the answer is yeah, no, it's I mean, I guess it's part of a casino, but it looks like one of her places.
All right.
Why are you not? You don't like casino?
No, casinos are fine. I just don't have a lot of interest in mobster shit. So I'll probably drive around a bit, find something else to do, keep myself busy.
I mean, this
let's
Just
stay
ain't
close in
nothing.
case something goes sideways.
is
Yeah,
just
yeah.
our business.
What is our business?
Talking about that toxic guy we met.
The
Making sure
dead
that there's-
guy? Oh,
Is
and
she-
Vice in the tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
She has information, I
Sure.
suppose.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah, no,
Well,
don't you
yeah.
worry about a thing, Liam. I wouldn't be dragging you along to mess around with family politics.
Yeah. And I mean, if you need like a bodyguard, I'm not gonna let anything happen to you, Ali. If you need a handsome motherfucker in dark garb to stand behind you and make a mean face, I have you, my friend. But
And I do
if-
appreciate it because sometimes
Yeah.
that comes in real handy.
yeah, I mean, I don't particularly want to be too involved in the mob stuff myself, but I can stand there and look mean a little bit and, keep my nose clean otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let me know. I'll do some laps.
Morningstar kind of leans over to Anxiety and like touches the clothes he's wearing and goes, "These are new."
Fuck, what does this stuff even feel like?
Right.
See,
It's silk, but,
you're-
like,
Yes, it's silk, regular silk, like actually the fabric silk.
yes.
Does have this. It has obviously that super smooth quality, but it
Mhm.
normally has a sheen to it that this does have. But instead of being just catches the light,
Mhm.
it's almost like you can see a bit of other colors in it, but for like
Mm.
just a moment. It doesn't. It's like it's playing tricks on your eyes. Unlike an
Mm.
oil slick where it's like, yeah, no, that has a iridescence to it. This feels dark. Like it just looks like black silk. And then it just seems to this almost uncanny shifting quality. The texture is
Not dissimilar from Oblivion, perhaps? Or is that what
not
you're
dissimilar from
trying
Oblivion.
to
The texture and weight, it's nearly weightless. Like you feel like this should not be solid. Like you feel like you should hold this up to the light and be able to see through it, and you cannot.
Oh, so it's giving abyssal spider silk. We love. Okay. She
Yeah, I got this on my away trip that I did not mean to take. Again, I didn't mean to leave.
it's okay.
You should check the news.
Oh. Okay.
Would you like to check the news?
I would like to check the news. She's like still sort of like holding one of the pieces of the like looser parts of his clothing. And her eyes kind of like her like pupils or whatever, they go from being round to slits because that is how she's looks now when she's watching stuff. So she's gonna check the news.
Oh, happy you're checking the news.
I'm checking the
God.
news. The news, yes.
I
tell me
would
the news.
prepare your notes because there's a bit of news going on.
Oh shit! Okay. Hold on. Let me.
Should we
pull
just
up
turn the TV on too? So
Honestly, you might as well just turn the fucking TV on. Scales,
Yeah, sure.
Scales, I'm going to allow the fact that normally when you see something big, you shift the TV on or you show it up real fast.
Yeah. She when he says you should check the news, she will do so, and then when she sees like the headline for it, immediately the TV turns on and it starts displaying the news.
So there are, I mean, see, it's the news. There's, minor stories, simple stories, but there are a few large headlines two on a more grander scale, more like we're talking regional news things,
Understood.
and then
Okay.
more city level. Regional
Okay,
news,
understood.
big, giant air. There is a current war. Quebec has gone to war with the UCAS. And Seattle is no longer a part of the UCAS. This is very big news on the international scale.
Yeah, this
Yes.
is full on, like, TV flicks on, distracted. Mojave leaps over the back of the couch to take a seat and lean in.
Okay, so they've gone to
Hold on,
war.
is that a double civil war? Excuse me.
So-
Double secession?
So
Quebec has gone to war with the UC.
the UCAS, the United Canadian American States. Yes,
Okay,
they are
and
now in a war.
Okay, and Seattle is no longer a part of.
Yes. It seceded along
Okay.
with some supposed sightings of all things, the water dragon.
Oh no. Okay.
There were sightings of her at a few times, which has made a lot of people nervous, but Seattle has seceded from the UCAS. After this ungodly headline that people are not stopping talking about, it seems another grand event is occurring.
Mm-hmm.
The Pueblo Corporate Council, which is actually the country you're technically in right now,
Mm-hmm.
is having their current president step down. And a new president is up for election. And it is looking like he will win. And this president is Pulsar, who is a known AI.
Oh no.
Yes, he is a well-known AI, and he is most likely to win the president seat of the Pueblo.
AI digital rights activist.
Yes, he is an AI digital rights activist, and he appears to be leading the polls to win the presidency for PCC.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he is running on an interesting platform, as currently he is speaking about some events that occurred. A massive issue, as it were, believed, as he puts it, blackout in Vegas, where they were incommunicado and it was unknown what occurred. There are many things going on, and basically, though Vegas is more on the outskirts, it is still part of the Pueblo Corporate Council, and, he's sort of taking the stand of, we will protect all of our cities and our groups. We will seek into figure out what has occurred. There's a lot of conversation of PCC having arguments with As Technology, which apparently there are some theories that As Technology may have been involved. Basically, this is more just back and forth. A la, it's because Bloody Mary is known.
Right. Okay.
And she was cited. Also, this has prompted, As Technology to just straight up kick her out. Like, nope, that's not ours. So they have completely disowned her, and it's continuing. And this is known, by now, multiple countries.
I see.
And this is headlines, wild. And then finally, we get to local Vegas news, which has all these headlines connected. And then finally, this news story. There was, the night of the blackout, an intentional arson in the high-priced neighborhood of Paradise, where a poor woman's home was believed to be firebombed and destroyed. A local, I believe, debutante? Sure, we'll go with debutante, I think. I think that more means socialite, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. A local socialite,
Right.
Evangeline Verentes. The woman's home. The woman was luckily out of her home at the time, and none of her or her children were harmed. But the suspect is still at large. And then the description of the suspect comes out.
Uh-huh.
The suspect is believed to be and this is how the news is putting it, a rare group of individuals that have only recently been cited. The Umbral Elves. And Tirtanjira is being brought up a lot, in that the Umbral Elves exodused from Tirtanjira. And though this was normally not a big news story, Now with the sighting of an Ember Elf at an actual crime, now things are starting to get a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crazy! There's another Umbral Elf in the area.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, there is camera footage, though it's just the back of him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to imagine
You're pretty fucking sure it's anxiety.
just as Jason says that, Mojave, just without even looking over, just reaches over, just like shh, just like patting his face, just like no, I'm watching this.
Rissa.
Morningstar
Yeah.
just looks
You
at
recognize that ass. You recognize
I need
that
you to
ass.
understand. I have notoriety 4 now, dog.
Yeah, dude. She sees she has spent a long time staring at him. She knows this is him. She looks at him and just raises a fucking eyebrow. No judgment, still calm. Just yeah.
No.
His whereabouts are unknown, and it is stated that he is believed to in some way be magical due to the strange sightings of him simply disappearing.
Did you,
And of course,
so did
those
you-
quotes come from Evangeline herself.
Of course. TV cuts off and she looks at anxiety. Did you say no out loud? Like, were you like, no?
Yeah, like he shook his head like no. He refused to kill ancients that were trying to execute him for like they were
Mhm.
trying to commit hate crimes on him. Why would he
Yeah.
set fire to a house with kids in it?
Right.
So he's just like he just shakes his head like nope. I mean, everyone
see.
thinks I did it, but nope. I'm actually getting profiled right now. dog.
So there is Umbral Elf that looks very similar to you, and everyone thinks you did it. That's what
well,
I understand.
I was there to collect evidence for 404 against the Veritas.
Yeah,
She
because
burned
remember,
her own house down, and I'm being
Evie's
blamed
out
for it.
there with the adamantine, funneling it to the folks like Silly Sandy and her little projects.
Oh, that's dirty.
So
Yeah.
404 sent you to get this evidence.
Job
Yeah.
goes sideways. She torches the place. Thankfully, our boy gets out.
But still finds a way to make a profit out of it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
what we can do is, like we don't got the media. We don't have like Horizon level clout here. But for what it's worth,
Yeah.
Rue owns some of them little tabloid rags. If nothing else, we can start fuzzing the narrative a little bit there if we can talk to her about it.
Yeah. Do you want?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I disappeared. There was a lot of shit that happened that night. I am one guy. I really tried to get what you guys needed. And I almost ended up dead for it.
And we're glad you didn't. You did good. You did your best. And you know something? If nothing else, the fact that went so sideways, it's a confirmation that she's really a player in this game, and it ain't just my personal vendetta making me biased.
Nope. But she did burn all the evidence, and I ended up in a metaplane for 2 months. Trippy, by the way, was not ready to go to the astral sea, but fuck it.
Yeah, the astral plane's has very different rules. We'll keep it to that.
Yeah.
Okay. It is on the to-do list.
Yeah, that is why I am not able to go anywhere or do anything really. Even if I want to.
Jay will like kind of give anxiety like a pat on the back and like a half hug and be like, man, that's rough. I know what it's like when they plaster your face all over the TV and say a bunch of lies about you.
Yeah, man.
It's messed up.
I mean,
but hey,
if
they can
nothing
never.
else, the timing of this ain't all bad because folks are gonna be so busy talking about the what's going on up in Seattle, the secession, the war. They're not gonna have the airspace and time to think about anything else.
That's
The
true.
timing could not be better in that regard.
Jay will
Man.
get a return side hug from Anxiety, who's just like, they can never take bowling from us, brother.
Yeah, and just to cheer you up again a little bit, your bike almost done. I have it like half done. Almost everything's done. There's a couple cool things it's missing, but like gecko grips done, manual control done, anti-theft done, chameleon coating and
Oof.
nano maintenance done. Like,
I'm gonna drive up a wall just for you, buddy.
yeah. Only thing you're missing is like the offensive stuff, that oil slick and all that crap.
Yeah, but I mean, we got your guns. We
And-
got fucking Cloudy. That man's a
And
rail
now
cannon.
a disguise. A real cannon.
You are a rail cannon. Tell me you're not.
Okay.
It's not a real.
Wait, who's a rail
Oh.
cannon?
Cloudy over here.
With his
Nice.
lightning rail cannon.
Watch this man blow holes in dinosaurs. Of course, you're a railgun.
All right. So
Thinking about how once we get things taken care of with Evangeline, clearing your name, piece of cake.
I am an Umbral elf. A lot of people just want me dead off rip for no
Yeah.
reason. So I don't think it'll be that simple. And even if they do prove me innocent,
It's
they
not
might-
going to be a silver bullet by any means. That ain't what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is once we take care of Evie, my spin doctor brain is spinning. We can
Well, thank
we'll
you.
clear your name.
hey,
You can go bowling again in peace, is what I'm saying.
hey, Softy.
As long as there are no ancients.
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah.
Softy, darling dear. I
Yes.
would like to I want to sort of triangulate Evangeline's last known location. So it doesn't have to be like an exact place that she was, but just sort of like where does it seem that she's at now? 'Cause she burned her fucking house down. So like, just
What-
trying to get a little
Ping on her last social media post.
yeah, just doing a quick survey of like where's the last place this bitch was seen. Again, the whole time you guys are going back and forth and she is utterly calm and just little grin on her face, looks very like nothing in the world could actually bother her.
Very mindful, very demure.
Very demure, very
Demure.
cutesy. Yes. But for you, Softy, she's furious. And so
Oh, yeah.
she wants to find this bitch as close as she can.
Yeah, I'll honestly just let like a straight up regular like matrix search, just straight up computer. It's not hard to find. She is not a quiet person, and she has a straight up public social media.
An 8.
It is not hard to not just find her posts, but
Mhm.
given like A, she tagged it. B, you're pretty sure you got some shit you're not only does she tag where she is, so you know that she is at Caesar's Palace.
Okay.
She also had a picture of her in a hotel room, and you can tell from the size, it's one of Caesar's Palace's penthouses. And given the fact she has it pointing out the window, you know exactly which side of the building it's on. And there's only so many penthouses in Caesar's Palace. Evangeline is not subtle. She does not care. And yeah, she apparently had her house recently burned down. Not one mention of it. she's mentioning like it's all flaunting posts, it's all brag,
Yeah.
it's the woman. I mean, you now know the secret that Evangeline's like 80 something, running around looking like she's fucking like 40, maybe 35 in some versions.
Would you allow me to commit a little cyber terrorism on her to scare her?
I mean, I'm always up for a little cyber terrorism. What's happening?
Okay. Well, no, it's giving very like, and this is going to sound toxic and horrible, and know that this is the character, not me as a real person. It's giving very the stalker is now tormenting you vibes, okay? So that you understand the type of cyber terrorism I want to commit.
Understandable.
Yeah, like I want to fuck with her electronics, and she will see like glitching across the screen that says "found you," you know, shit like that. Because we want to spook her a little bit, get her a little scared and paranoid.
Make any indication that she's doing this?
Not at all. Not at all. Like I said, it looks calm. The last thing she said before you guys started like going back and forth was like, "Okay, another thing to add to the to-do list. Like we're gonna handle this, no problem." Calm. Yes, I would like to do that.
Really quickly, because I had agreements with a certain player. Mojave, roll a sensing.
Okay. Click. Click.
And I do want to say when she does do this little terrorism here, it is very like, it's very hidden. She's learned a lot. And she is like, if I can get it, nigh untraceable. You know what I'm saying? Like I think with how much she's learned, who she's learned it from, it's like everything is fucking hidden. Everything is encrypted, you know?
Oh yeah. Mojave, you can absolutely tell that Morningstar's resonance is spiking.
Her heart rate is spiking.
Yeah, there's like Mojave obviously has no idea what you're doing, but has been exposed to resonance often enough, closely enough to like that specific subtle shift in shade of the aura. He just sort of sidles close and goes, "Scales, what are you doing? You're doing something. What are you doing?"
I think she just smiles at you. Like the most serene smile, just smiles at you.
And he just sort of like, just the look of sincerity.
The most serene Dalai Lama is on the couch.
Literally, she looks so at peace.
Please, I'm asking because we got that meeting coming up.
Nothing that would mess with your meeting. It is simple thing I'm doing. I am locating.
And that's it?
No.
What else are you doing?
Not blowing up a house.
I didn't ask what you're not doing. I asked what you are doing. Please.
What does she say? I do not take kindly to my friend being framed for something he did not do. But even more so, a whole group of people who already have it hard being treated worse for something that they did not do. So,
I'm going to tell you, Scales.
Yes.
I got more reason to hate that woman than anybody here. But if you could put a pin in that energy for right now, because right now, we want her thinking she's on top of the world.
Fine.
Thank you. I mean it.
The cyber terrorism has now changed.
Understandable.
It is her best friend is asking her not to scare this woman.
No, we don't want to scare her yet because we
Right.
don't want her to see it coming when we shatter her later.
Right. So our best friend has asked her this. So now the cyber terrorism takes on the form of a tracker. Okay. So a very encrypted hidden sprite put into her comlink. Just a little tag for every time she posts, every time she makes like a big move that requires like transactions between other people. Essentially, this is a tracker and a collector. This is something that is going to like collect that information. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's what the cyber terrorism now looks like.
I will allow you. I have the noise rating for how far Caesar's Palace is from you.
Okay.
I would like you to roll me hacking to get in to Caesar's Palace's host.
Okay. An 8.
Jesus Christ.
I care very much for my friend.
Well, you now have 3 marks on the host.
Cool.
Meaning you now have 3 marks on every device in it.
Fabulous.
You are able to find Evangeline's phone.
In it, as in Evangeline and her bodyguard and anybody else who happens to be in the room with her.
Oh yeah, no, just the whole place.
Yeah, anyone connected to the host I have access to.
If Scales, I believe, does a 1 more hacking and get 1 more mark, Scales could shut down the host.
Nice.
With enough work. It may not be a good idea.
No, we're not doing that now. But
no, we're not doing that now. It's just, you know. Yeah. So we have those 3 marks there. The focus, of course, is Evangeline and any transactions she makes. But like I said, this is they're scouting sprites right now. They're just keeping an eye on Miss Evangeline.
Little snakes in the system.
Exactly.
Little snakes in the system. I will allow your little marks, your little snakes, to worm their way into her systems.
Mm-hmm.
And I will allow you to pull back everything else in the host and just keep access to Evangeline.
Mm-hmm.
And you will have access and alerts when she moves and when she posts. Up.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Ghost.
That's what happens when you get the snakes out. The snakes bring the ghost children. It's all Caesar. You know what? That's the problem with Caesar's Palace. Too close to Circus.
I mean, you did say there was a fair amount of digital noise.
All right. So amazing. That's done. I look at Mojave and say, okay, I will not cause noise, but I do have access to her. So
good. That's what I like to hear. And I'll say, again, keyword here is yet. We will not ruin her day yet.
Okay.
Because when we're gonna ruin it, we're gonna ruin it good.
Sounds good to me. Right. So let's go see Rue.
Yeah. Texting again, just like, you good now? Question mark?
She goes, all day. It's my day
Smiley
off.
face. We'll be headed over.
She goes, ooh, we? How many?
Looking around, Joe want to come hang out with Rue?
I know I'm going.
You don't gotta come, but like, I don't know, she's my friend.
I think I would like for us to stick together. It's been so long. I know it's only been a couple days, but feels like forever. I'm going to take that as a yes.
I'll be upstairs.
I'll be joining you all. And
Yo,
we need to figure out like a disguise or something for you so that we can at least walk outside.
We don't need one. Anybody messes with you, they're messing with all of us.
People love to mess with us. This is the problem.
Anybody messes with you while I'm here, they're messing with all the Falcons.
Oh, that's true. What are you saying, Jay?
Oh, if we're heading out, you can I can show you your bike, and you can drive that off.
No, should I go? I don't really want to talk to Rue. I'm not friends with her.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
But I'm also kind of public enemy number 3 or 4, so I don't mind staying.
I understand.
You don't gotta come, but
Yeah, I'll have the bike. It's still quick as shit. Jay souped it up. If you guys need me, I can be there.
When Morningstar gets up, she puts a hand on Anxiety's shoulder, and it kind of like lingers there for a moment. And then, she just kind of trails along his shoulders before she heads towards the van.
do you want us to when we come back, bring anything? Pie, ice cream?
Oh, I already ate this week.
But do you want to eat again?
2 slices of pie in 1 week. Pat his 0.001% fucking BMI abs.
You need
Keep
fresh
that figure.
cucumbers, like anything.
Ooh. I'm like an iguana, okay? I love greens.
Okay.
As
well,
little nutrients as possible. I'm good. I'll take some
on the way
cucumbers.
back, we'll see if we can pick up some fresh salad
Produce.
stuff for you.
Soy
Yeah.
celery.
And if in the meantime you need something, let me know. I can be there pretty quick. Or if you need me to go do something else somewhere else, I can be sneaky. I could technically hide in the van if you guys want, but I know you guys don't care, but the more places I go, the more that endangers the people ambiently.
I understand. I was playing that same game till I woke back up.
Yeah, this isn't my city, but it is your city, so I should probably not piss in too many pots. Just for now.
Yeah. Well,
Midori will
anything
stay with
happens, you'll be
you.
the first to know.
Who's staying with me?
Midori, just
Oh,
in case.
sure.
He has a lot of.
I will not disturb the reading.
Yes, he has a lot of information to get through, but just in case you need something, he will be
The
here. with you.
odd couple, a neat, nerdy robot, and a jock. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. I like, ooh, nope, that's not appropriate. Won't do that. Anyway, we go.
What?
Doesn't matter. No, she misses them, but she definitely missed Anxiety a lot. But does not want to be weird and crowd him, so she won't do that. Because she wants to hug him again, but she won't do that. So she will head towards the van, kind of just like let Midori know in a little message, like, "Hey, going out, stay here with Anxiety, just in case. Let me know if anything happens." Very. See you in a little bit. And that's that.
So, everyone other than Anxiety and Midori pile into the van, and you are headed off to the apartment complex that is now connected to what used to be O'Hara's, which is a Mardi Gras themed casino.
Oh yeah.
O'Hara's Suites was an odd choice back in the day, but it has been purchased out by a lot of people. A lot of short-time rented condos in this thing. So, you all head down. There's really wouldn't be parking, but all Mojave has to do is send a text to Rue. Rue gives you all a code, and there is a parking slot for you in the basement.
And yeah, as we're just en route, Rue, the text is something along the lines of like, Yeah, with Scales back in town, the crew, we all want to hang out. You and me, we'll get lunch on our own later.
Promises.
Most of the crew is coming along.
Mm-hmm.
Heart emoji.
Oh damn! Mojave sending heart emojis.
Crazy.
You You get back that pink heart emoji with the sparkles on it.
You know, that's the Matrix security. Like, you can't trust your device not to get hacked. But if you're texting like a normal person, what is there to find?
Sure.
Yeah.
You all approach O'Hara's Suites, and the basement is a regular parking garage. You head off to where the elevators are. You were given a code that is put into the elevator to get to the penthouse area, which is not normally accessible. And the entire elevator's gold. O'Hara's leans into the Mardi Gras colors. Hard. There is so many cheesy everything that someone who doesn't even celebrate or only celebrates it by logic knows about Mardi Gras. That's what O'Hara's looks like. There's a lot of bright gold, a lot of loud stuff, a lot of pictures of chests with beads on them.
Everything you can imagine, but dialed up to 11 or 12.
Yes. On the note of 12, you are actually going up to the 12th floor, which is actually a lot higher as what would probably be floor 1 through 5 aren't actually there and are part of the casino space. So the elevator just goes right up, as this is just for the suites. So floor 1 really starts like floor 6. Gotta love the number schemes. So you all head up, you get out on floor 12. There are only 3 doors on floor 12. The one you're going to is 1202. You knock on the door, and like maybe the second knock, the door comes flying open. And there is Rue in the most gaudy, hot pink pleather party dress. She looks like a Barbie doll.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like a Barbie doll.
Yes.
And she is grinning as wide as she can. And she has this almost... The best way to put it is Rue herself is kind of washed out. Her pale hair is near platinum. It leans to the eyebrows. She has light eyelashes. She's extremely pale skin. Her eyes are pink, but they're that almost pale pink. But she wears the loudest clothing possible. When she sees all of you, she's like, come in.
Hey, Rue, good to see you in the flesh again.
She jumps you for a hug, just like nearly hopping into your arms at a certain point.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, we meet that energy. Full on pick her up, spin, put her down.
After the spin, she walks in and welcomes you in, and this place is shockingly tasteful, actually. It's got a lot of the modern aesthetics, with white and a simple metal like gold, little minimalist, but there's parts of it that definitely show Rue's attitude. A lot of butterfly imagery, a lot of tree imagery, just in more pastel colors. But the most noticeable thing is there is a large table that faces a massive window that has 6 seats at it. And every seat has actual plates and dinnerware with cups. And at the center is a large kettle of hot water and just one of those Lazy Susan stacks of tea of every brand you can imagine and instant coffee. Wow. And real tea and instant coffee. Wow. And Rue points to this, she points to the couch. Come on in, I have drinks, we can sit wherever you want. I'm so happy to actually have some people to hang out with. You will not believe how boring it is. Married life sucks.
No. Hate to hear it.
Like, he's not that bad, but it's like, I go from work to home to having to deal with Evie, and
Mm-hmm.
I
He's
hate
not
that
bad
woman.
with the family.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
it's
hate
actually-
her.
It's actually partially about your mother-in-law that we came to chat.
Ugh, I hate that she's called my MIL. Oh. Okay, I can only stand talking about that bitch for a little while.
Wait, is she military grade?
No, I'm Mila's mother-in-law, Jason.
Oh, my bad.
Although,
Yeah.
I
It was
mean,
like short for mil spec.
Nope.
No.
if you want military grade unpleasant, though, like, that's where you look.
But I mean, she does have an engineering degree, so maybe she's military grade. I don't know.
I mean,
Hi, Rue. And she'll
Hi.
flash herself pink for Rue.
Rue comes up and like grabs your hands in like that, her hands under yours, and just like looks at you. You are so pretty. Look at you. I love your shirt.
Oh, thank you. I 404 helped me get new wardrobe, so
Mari has such a good fucking eye for fashion, trust me. It's not my aesthetic, but it's an aesthetic.
yes. Right. So I am so sorry that your mother-in-law is a piece of shit, but perhaps that is something we can help with. Kill two birds, one stone, as they say.
You watch Rue do that thing that you've only really seen her do once, where like her happy, bubbly, almost airheaded attitude drops for just a minute. Her smile gets a little more real. Oh, I'm more than happy with that.
yeah, I'd imagine that, like, Rue especially, there's still the smile on his face, but his eyes, that's an Ollie smile. That's the old Ollie right there.
Good. Because I am going to destroy her.
Ooh.
But if you like your husband, then I will leave him out of it.
I mean,
We
not
should
bad for
probably
the poor guy.
We should probably figure something out about that, by the way, because if you and me, once the world knows I'm alive, just like generally, if you and me get seen hanging out, you know, them gossip mags are gonna have a field day.
I'm mad that I don't own them all yet. I really tried, but one of them is just holding out. Fucking, and
And the dartboard.
it's Pretty in Pink. Literally, that's the name of the fucking magazine, and they will not sell to me, no matter what I give them.
Interesting.
Trash. Trash.
I mean, what is ownership but a few clicks and changed, edited names?
I mean, see, you're right, but
People do tend to notice.
yes, unfortunately, especially with the way PCC is acting after and she puts up her hands, air quoting, the blackout. No, I need to keep everything above board. All of us do.
Yeah, last thing we need is any more reason for the investigator to be poking around.
I see.
Right.
Who owns it now?
Oh God, what the hell is that lady's name? And she like actually gets up, and you see her walk over to a very well kept desk that's kind of in the corner. It has like a full filing cabinet. It's very clean, very precise, except for like a couple like folders that are set on top, kind of at an angle. And she like grabs one, wrong one, she tosses it down, looks through, finally pulls out a one document. Oh, right, it's that bitch. She's one of those, like, how do I put it? She literally changed her last name to Prada.
Oh, how tacky.
I know, right? Her name is Penelope. She's Penny Prada. How
I
fucking dumb can
see.
you get?
Penny Prada.
It's awful. It's awful. Who
And
does
she's
that?
holding out on you, you say?
Yes, and I know it's because she dislikes me. I know it is. But it's like so awful. She has been putting out so many things that I'm like mean to models. I love my girls. They're great. I love hanging out.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, you say the word, Rue, and perhaps I can change Penny Prota's mind.
You know what? The minute that the PCC is not like up Vegas's ass, I am completely on board with that.
Fabulous. Again, like as Morningstar is saying all these things, her aura and everything is calm.
Ah, although, and then Rue pauses, like, although, she probably would be delicious. Maybe I want to keep her envious.
Mm-hmm.
Always good to have something to strive for. Anyway, right.
Oh, anyway, yeah. Also, make sure all of you get drinks, get tea, get coffee. It's my good stuff.
I will pour myself some tea.
Yeah, Mojave just flops down onto the couch. Not really interested in the beverages. Just sprawled like he owns the place.
Rue makes herself straight up chai. She's just like, nope, chai, bed.
Chai's delicious. I get it. Okay. Right, so I was gone for a little bit, but I understand Toxic Spirit was in your limo?
Yeah, what did you
Oh,
what'd you find out about the limo?
Right. Of course, I sit down and I have to go right back over. And she, toddles off to her desk real quick, brings back a file, pops it on the desk. So, I had to raid Daddy's office, but I did find him. His name is Nicola. Well, it was Nicola.
Yeah.
And then it got
And Mojave
complicated.
takes the diary out of his bag and sort of tosses it down onto the coffee table.
Ooh. And then Rue, looks at it, but, she actually looks at it. And you kind of see the pink in her eyes gets a little more red as she, you can feel her aura get bigger as Spirit looks at it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Daddy made a mistake. He shouldn't have done that.
What did he do?
Well, look, a lot of bad things happen in the city, okay? A lot of bad things happen every day.
You don't
Some
gotta tell me
people-
that, Rue. You don't gotta make excuses. Just what did he do?
I know. Well, Daddy was trying to help, kind of. The kid was suffering.
What did she do to him?
So, Evie has a pretty bad habit of giving out money. And then when they can't pay, because of fucking course they don't, she insists they pay other ways. And, the certain clubs the Verintess run, the ones the Falcones don't mess with.
I know.
Yeah. She forces them to get her special brand of implant.
Mm-hmm.
You see, the problem with EVs is that from what I could tell when I talked to Nicole a long time ago, they don't have the right cutoff. A la when the personality switches, the main one remembers. Which isn't supposed to happen. With Bunderkoods, you're supposed to have overwrite, it's taken out, and you come back. Unfortunately, apparently, that's not always how it works. And Evie kind of does it on purpose. She wants them to get messed up. Because, when someone's desperate, suddenly it's a lot easier to convince them to sign documents they really shouldn't be signing. And, unfortunately, Vegas is kind of a place you are allowed to sign away your life in a slavery type thing. bad it's on the books, but, like, you sadly can. It's completely illegal if you're found to be under, mental distress or duress. But, Evie has really good lawyers, and you scare someone, they're not going to say it. And it's only if they even find you. So, like... Nicola lost money, listened to Evie, and got bunraku'd.
Anyone want a drink?
I'll pass right now. And yeah, Mojave's sitting there. He is calm. He is calm. But it is the calm of pure, not volatile hatred, not volatile rage, but the rage and hatred that have settled into your soul and become so deeply a part of you that they don't show anymore.
Yeah.
So, to say what Daddy did is Nicola came to us, and Daddy, he doesn't normally work with, like, sad people, but apparently he really felt bad. The problem is the request is kind of complicated. He asked Daddy to take away his mind.
Yeah.
I think maybe he meant the other personality, and that kind of worked, but... Okay, look, a lot of things went wrong. Basically, his mind went back into his body, and then something else apparently was in there when the mind was gone. Apparently, it had kind of messed him up, and, he kind of lost a lot of what made him a person, and something creeped around and found him. We didn't realize it when he got his stuff back.
I see.
And so what ended up, I assume, is a toxic spirit.
Yeah, we found him in a warehouse full of rot. Poor thing.
Oh, I did look it up, by the way. That car was not in my regular area. It was completely broken. We had sent it to the junkyard ages ago. And I looked up. One of my brother's trucks actually crashed, and, like, everything was dead inside. But before we could come collect, all of it disappeared. But I think we found where it went. But I can tell you that he didn't kill anything in that. Everything in there was already gone. We have all the stuff for it.
Starts.
Gus was a
patting
little
his pocket,
pissed.
fishing out a cigarette.
Oh, and Rue, like, immediately reaches, like, into a purse and passes you a lighter.
Oh, yeah. Just no hesitation.
Jay will come back. He will set in front of Rue a pink lady cocktail, and for himself, he just has a tall glass of tequila on the rocks with a lime wedge.
Stressed. Stressed now. He's drinking straight with tequila.
Oh my god! You know what? No wonder Daddy liked you. That's so sweet of you.
Jason is very skilled with making drinks.
I mean, with 4 arms, I'd hope so.
It makes it easier, yeah, for sure.
Scales, I have a favor.
Yes. What do you need?
When we're face to face with Evangeline,
Yes.
leave her to me.
Of course.
Thanks.
I don't mind her disappearing. I do not want another sibling from that bitch.
Yeah, your old man unofficially. I'm not gonna say he gave permission, but I'm gonna say there's a reason. We wound up coming to you.
Yeah. Your family's kind of a mess.
So your father, actually, it's irrelevant. Okay, so
It's okay if you want to ask.
you don't
Spirits
want
get complicated.
absolutely. So I just want to understand. You said another sibling from her.
Yeah. That's how Daddy got me and Gus.
Oh yeah, did I tell you all that when I went to go chat with Vice about Evie and her deal? That she did make a deal.
Yeah.
I think
As she's
you
been
did.
looking so young for so long.
She
I see.
loopholed so hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give one thing to Evie. That bitch is really good at contracts. Daddy was so pissed. Let me tell you that.
Right. Okay. So she's the cause of toxic spirit, which we knew, but now we understand more what that process was. Toxic spirit come from a tortured person.
Yeah,
Yes?
I mean,
Yeah.
like, yeah,
That is
toxic just
often
kind
how it
of
works.
Yeah, toxic just kind of moves in. It's not really something you can expect. It's not really even something you can control, you know? Sadly, we
Mhm.
people just get, well, okay, I say sadly. That's how my whole family works. But, you know, weak people get grabbed by spirits all the time. And sometimes the
Yes.
right spirit saying the right thing, you can convince you of anything.
I mean, toxic spirits too. It's chicken and egg. Enough bad people do bad things in a bad place, and the spirits go bad too. And then those bad spirits go on to make more bad people who do bad things in bad places. And it all goes exponential. That's why we had to nip it in the bud.
But toxic spirit is now gone. Yes, that poor boy is gone.
That one is.
There are more.
In general, yes. If Evie's making them,
Understood. Okay.
I mean, even outside the realm of spirits. You know, you remember it was that same tech her nephew got his hands on that they went playing around with me.
Yes, I understand. Okay. So she's got to be taken out. There is really no discussion on that. That is the finale is her death.
I got a personal vendetta. She's funneling tech to Sandy over there. Yeah, no. She's on the list.
Okay.
Yeah, just unfortunately, me, my brother, and Dad can't do anything.
Well, I didn't sign no contracts. Like I told your old man. I'm a free agent here, and I'm gonna do what I like.
Magnificent. So, from what I understand, you are also at Rue. You are in control of some of those tabloids, yes?
Yes, there are like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 6 in the city, 4 that really mean anything. 3 of them are owned by me.
Yeah, your mother-in-law is slandering a pal of ours.
Or his people.
Oh!
We should be specific.
Oh, the Umbral one.
Yes.
Yeah, you remember him. I'm pretty sure he was there when we met.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
cute. My hubby liked him.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Yeah, no, right, remember. Yeah, you called the, yeah.
Yeah, I was having such a day. I really have
No.
no bad ill will towards him. He was a good dancer.
Yeah, these things happen. We straighten it all out. Yeah, no. Anyway, yeah, you know him. He's a great guy. Evie ain't. She's using her clout to blacken his name.
Perhaps.
We can get a counter narrative out there.
Yes, perhaps we can get a counter narrative, as Mojave has said, to unsully his name, but not just him, the other Umbral Elves. It's already difficult for them.
Yeah, at this point, we can't exactly go around saying like, "Hey, no, it's actually a good thing that this guy was accused of burning down our house." We can't do that till we got stuff to prove about what she's been doing. But dig up some stories about Umbral Elves helping people, full on, Horizon crap.
Ooh, okay. Let me see. Well, I will at least say this much. At least so, to give him a little bit of peace of mind. I do know that none of my sources from outside Vegas have heard of Evie's burn. So
Good.
he's only an issue in Vegas for right now. So I can definitely do some things. I'm calling it. I think it's Mari. I think it's 404. I bet she feels bad. I heard it was like a mission from her.
Well, the how and why doesn't really matter right now. Just because there's a thing, right? It ain't just our pal. It's the Umbral Elves as a whole, and any attempt made to stir up racialized violence against them. Kind of a thing, you know?
Yeah, I know. And definitely, I don't want to piss off the mother. Holy shit. That's not a spirit I want to fuck with.
Yes, so what we can do if we can dig up Heck Fabricate stories, just put a good word out there. Make it so that when people hear about the Umbral Elves, it's not, oh yeah, the guy that burned the house down. It's, oh yeah, the guy that saved that puppy. Like,
Propaganda
Ollie.
campaign.
yeah, Horizon
Ollie,
Track.
That's fair, but like, I run tabloids, not newspapers. People
And
don't
how
read
often
all
do you
happy
think-
hunky-dory shit. They want bad shit.
Newspapers get half their crap from the tabloids. It's gotta start somewhere.
Well,
That's
the
true, but
tabloids.
it's like, it will be
No, I'm not
read.
asking you to fix nothing, Rue. I'm just saying a drop in the bucket in the right direction. We are gonna be doing the rest.
If tabloids, the people that read them like to see bad shit. Maybe we put bad shit of the Varantes.
That's a... Ooh.
Well, not the whole family. I'm not asking you to do more
You think
politics in your
my
tabloid.
MIL is not gonna approach me if I start posting shit about her?
Yeah,
You-
no.
She
you
knows I run them.
We ain't
Right.
moving nothing in that front yet, not until after the meeting.
Ru,
Okay.
To be clear, you are an extremely powerful spirit, and she is what?
You are correct, but
Again,
I
I'm not telling you to fuck
do
off a
have
war.
to run. Look, I do have to run by a certain set of rules, okay? I, unfortunately, have to at least somewhat run by the rules of the mortal populace. Meaning, if my name goes to the mud via Evie being dumb, I lose a lot, including my food source. I don't have food source. I'm gonna end up back on the other side of the astral plane.
We ain't here to
So-
we ain't here to run a PR attack against Evie just yet. That's not it. That's not on the table just yet. Not what we're here. We talked about Nicola and the dealing made with Vice. Got that cleared up. Thank you very much, Rue. If you can, as is in your power, put out a good word about the Umbral Elves to try and just cut off some of the hatred at the past. Not asking you to fix it, not asking you to do everything, but as much as is in your power, it'd be nice. But if you can't, I know how it is. That's the business we came to discuss.
I think I have a story that might run, might take off. I can't just start doing like, oh, they're all great and fun. No, but what I can do is I could spread misinformation about the photo taken that night.
Yeah. Heck, perfect. Fuzz the narrative.
I can try to make that look like it was faked.
Yeah, perfect. Just, something so that if them idiots come out there saying, oh, you're the guy that burned the house down, there's gonna be other people there calling, you're just being racist. You're just being an idiot.
People do like to believe they're right. I can do this. Hold on.
Exactly.
an
That's
idea.
all we're asking right now.
All right. I'll message all my little CEOs, have them figure out some variation of the story, because not all of them can post the exact same story,
Oh, well,
but
of
almost the
course.
same story.
Appreciate it, Rue.
And-
Yours all.
I'll throw in some niceties, probably. I don't know. Call out Tirchanjira. That one's always easy.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people outside the country definitely think some bad things sometimes.
Yeah, and especially with the whole war with between Seattle and the UCAS up right near there. If you can't spin something with that, I don't know you.
Oh, I can definitely get some of that. Ooh, got another one. I remember it was a little while back, but I can dredge it up again. One of Evie's little socialite bastard friends had some connections to the ancients, apparently.
Oh.
I can pull that up.
Yeah, perfect. That's the kind of games we're playing. Speaking of, actually, them socialites. You heard about that, what's that? We got wind of a party happening in Evie's old neighborhood sometime next week.
Oh.
You know what
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah, Night in Paradise. That goes on almost every year. Remember, way back, I tried to get you to go with me. It wasn't held in, like, the garden area, but it was held in a few other places.
You know all these things blend together.
I know. It was that night I really wanted you to wear that green shirt you said was disgusting.
I don't remember which shirt it was, but I bet it was disgusting. And the point.
Okay.
I thought it looked nice. Okay, yes, I am very aware of Night in Paradise. Trust me, because I'm going to be there. Gus is going to be there. If Daddy was awake, he would. Frickin'... Oh,
How
your
is
brother's going to be there. Maya's supposed to be there.
Yes, we got the invite to go.
Well, not so much an invite. That's not the one we was invited to. This is the one we heard about.
Oh,
and anything
that's right.
adjacent to Evie right now, you know, want to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, like, no offense, guys. You are not in the tax bracket for that party.
Thank goodness.
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
it's pretty rough. But no, like, if
money
you
is
do not
easy to
have...
transfer. Anyway,
Yeah, no. So if you're not, like, running a newspaper or running some sort of social thing, I mean, you could probably get an invite if you, like, talk to your brother.
You think I want an invite? What I want is to know just enough to know it ain't my problem.
I mean...
I want to know it ain't gonna become my problem.
I don't know. It's complicated, I guess. I guess we'll have to see. Because,
I mean,
like...
so long as it's a regular event, it's happened before, it ain't some out of the blue scheme to lure all the who's who high rollers of Vegas into one place for a bomb or something.
No, there's pretty strong security. Although, I cannot wait to see how your brother's gonna handle it. Because Night in Paradise was not supposed to be in that neighborhood.
where was
Oh,
it supposed to
Don't tell
be?
me.
The Biodome, a garden event, was supposed to be in, like, a botanical garden.
Right,
I
yeah, and of
see.
course, get all the who's who high rollers of Vegas all in one place, then unleash your parasitic brain-eating bloodworms.
Understood. Okay, well, now it is at her neighborhood, which, quite frankly, does not. I don't have faith that not a similar situation will not occur.
I'd like to
There.
think of that if there was another bunker full of bloodworms, we'd know about it.
Well, that's why I say not quite bloodworms, but Evie is known to implant things in people's heads. So we will have to keep eye on this. If you hear anything else, Rue, do let us know.
Sure.
Yeah, and soon, next chance, both of us are free. You and me, we're gonna get lunch. It ain't gonna be business. We're just gonna chill, yeah?
I'll count that as your price. You know I don't do anything for completely free.
Oh, of course. And I don't expect you to.
Wonderful.
How is Vice, by the way? How's he doing?
Daddy's did good. He's up and talking, just manifesting's kind of hard, so he's back home. My uncle's helping.
Good, good. Glad to hear it. You know,
Well,
we've kind of had our hands full with the politicking after the big deal, so.
right. All of my uncles are helping. And my grandpa,
Oh.
I think.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. No, it was serious. It was a lot of damage. Yeah, Daddy had to go home to the forest. I've never even been there.
He's okay though, right?
Oh, yeah. It was like a lot of damage. You know, it's a lot of energy. Manifesting as, you know, your full form on the material plane. That's a shit ton for us. Like, the only reason I get away with it is, I mean, I'm not entirely spirit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess sometimes you just have to be your true self.
Not to mention
It
there
is
was a whole,
fun.
battle. It takes a lot out of you no matter who you are.
Oh yeah, Daddy took a lot of damage, and he protected a lot of people.
Yeah. I'm glad he's doing all right. Next time you're in a position to pass along a message, tell him I said hi.
I will.
Mm.
I-
Rue,
That was the noise you just made.
I think I need that part of me back.
I tell you, Scales, I've been
Um,
waiting for a chance to give it.
Yeah, I think now is time. I
Yeah.
only bring this up here now because I don't know if it is a thing that might require, more than one spirit to make happen.
It doesn't. I would say that. I mean, I gave it sort of as an emergency thing, but it's probably going to go back in easier if I do it, since I'm the one that took it out.
It's more a matter of, are you in a position to have all them things rushing back?
I think there is no better time.
All right.
Rue holds out her very manicured hand.
Yeah, reaching into the bag. We don't have to really rummage for this because it was tucked away in a separate side pocket. So I'd have it on hand. Though it was buried beneath something in case anybody else went rummaging. And Morningstar's envy is handed over.
I lay down. I'm good to stand. What do you need me to do?
That some people get fallen over, some people don't. It all depends on how you're dealing with it. Rue clasps the little the little item just in her nails. She does not touch it with her hand.
Mhm.
And she gets up, kind of brushes herself off as she's holding it. And you see that her nails have absolutely grown to be able to hold this away from her skin. And she comes up to you, Morningstar, and she leans over and gets very close to your face. A bit intimately close. Before she presses it into basically where, right above your clavicle at the center. And just with the littlest amount of effort, gives it a push. And I'm going to need you to roll me composure.
Oh, shit. All right, here we go.
As you have your soul restitched together.
Okay, it's a 4.
Actually, shit. It is not. Describing it as painful isn't the right word. It's like getting in a hot tub that's not boiling hot, but it's hot enough that it's just a little too uncomfortable. It kind of burns as it hits the center of your chest. And it's somehow, even though you know that's not possible, it's it condenses and collapses and forces its way as deep as it can get into your chest.
Yeah, I think Morningstar. I think you see the discomfort, definitely, on her face and the flashing of colors along her scales. I'm so sorry, you guys. I need to handle something real quick. I will be right back.
It's okay. No. Stitching souls back together starts summoning ghost children. Always happens.
The memories of all the kids at time past sifting through the experience. Yeah, no. It happens.
The envy of a lost childhood.
Oh, why did you have to make that real? Why did you have to make that real, Softy?
Look, man.
Is that not the job?
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta make it a little too real, dog.
Some people would argue this is for escapism and not to make me just. But you know what? I've known you long enough to do that. Fair.
Look, listen. This pink trench coat's getting a little burgundy. Okay, sometimes we gotta get a little dark.
You just hand us a pair of sunglasses. It's fine. It's fine.
Just set them on there real quick. Yeah, here goes. Here you go, guys. Here's some Matrix sunglasses.
It's some sunglasses when things are a little bit too bright, when things need to get a little bit more like, hey, we're going in, and then take them off and be like, fuck that. Later. Later. After I cry for my lost childhood that I wanted so bad. The reason aloud.
So.
Yes. So sorry. Continue.
Oh yeah, no. I made it very real. Morningstar, you are struck by the envy of everything in your life that you could never have, that anyone else could have had, did have. It is awful, this envy. It used to drive you. That want for what others had, that want that you could never get. The envy of a childhood you'll never know. The envy of being able to just go out and not one person look at you. The envy of not even having to think about Aztec, about the Naga, about your grandfather. The envy of other people being more important to your friends. You don't know if it's true or not, but that seed is something you didn't deal with before it got taken away. And now it's trying to worm its way into your mind.
Shudder runs through her. Her scales become like a kaleidoscope of color, and her eyes shut. And I think the only way that she can combat these feelings is by remembering her friends being there for her when things got bad, when they could have walked away.
Just whatever expression on her face, whatever flickers in her aura. I don't even need to see her aura to know that this is probably the point. Mojave, just reach over, grab her hand.
He squeezes his hand. She squeezes his hand, and I think it becomes this lighthouse, this lifeline of like, I'm not alone. I think that she allows herself, unlike before, she allows herself to feel these things. She doesn't mask it in like, strange actions or anything like that, or like tuck away the feelings and pretend they're not happening. She allows herself to feel all of it. And I think she, her eyes well up a little bit because it is incredibly painful. And then she lets it go. Because in the end, this is the life she has. The childhood she has is the one that she had. You know what I mean? Like she realizes like there is no use in desiring those things that just wouldn't happen for her and don't. And that's fine. That's okay. And that in the end, if it is that there are people more important to her friends than her, that's okay too. Because they're important to her, and that's enough. And once she lets it go, she calms, her aura calms, and she relaxes, and her hold on Mojave kind of loosens a little bit. She's no longer crushing his hand. And she opens her eyes. And then smiles.
And just, like, looking her in the eye, he can see the changes in her face. He doesn't need to ask, and yet he does regardless. You good?
Yes. I'm good.
Good. Glad to hear that.
She looks to Rue and says, "Thank you."
Well, you definitely took that better than a lot of people I know. Be warned, fine print on the contract. Receiving your envy back will in fact have some ramifications for about the next 48 hours. It
Like what?
needs, well, you see, so like taking in a piece of your soul, accepting it, going back, that's all the fun stuff, right? But the thing is, magic is magic, and there's always going to be residual energy. So, like, it might not affect you. It might, sometimes it might just swell up inside you, especially when you get rather emotional, and you might get some thoughts in your mind that are a little more extreme. And so, if you have that, that's normal. Don't worry about it. You'll be okay. Like, I mean,
So,
hey, you handled
long
the
story
implant.
short, expect mood swings as your body re-accepts the bit that was missing. Is that what you're saying, Rue?
Yeah, yada yada, side effects for medication kind of thing. Yes. Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Sorry.
Well, it is what it is. Not
And this
great, but we'll
is why I
cope.
was holding on to it, and we didn't do this back when I first picked it up before we hit the biodome.
Right. It is what it is. We move on. I will
Yeah.
deal with it as it happens.
Side note, that's the business I wanted to talk about. You know where we could find some cucumbers, Rue?
Oh, you eat cucumbers?
Yeah, our pal, he really likes them salads.
How many?
Cucumber water, it's like the thing.
Oh yeah, how many you want?
Do you just have them on hand?
Yeah. Cucumber water is delicious.
I don't know.
I still have
I
still have a stomach. Sure. Hold on. And she like goes walking over, and she just literally straight up opens a cabinet and pulls out just a mesh bag. It's just got cucumbers and some squash in it. And she just pops it open, passes you like 3 cucumbers.
Perfect.
Glad I could help with your grocery shopping.
Just gonna stick them in a bag and just have a bag of cucumbers now, I guess.
All right. With that business done. It was good seeing you, Rue.
Oh, yeah, it was good seeing everybody. I mean, you could stay, we can hang out. I have movies.
I am tempted, I'll be honest.
I'm really bored.
I have to go home.
Okay.
I need to reorient myself.
That's absolutely fair.
Mm-hmm. But rain check, I did promise you that we will hang out. So rain check, we will hang out soon.
Okay.
And perhaps I can save you from some boredom.
I hope so. Just remember with the mood swing. Ah!
Oh,
Yes.
no, I just remembered another thing. It's not a point of business as such, but since I got you here, Scales, and got you here, Rue, my old, what's the thing? I just looked up Shadowrun social media a minute ago, and I've already forgotten it. The old, my old account with, what's it called? Thinking of picking it back up. But of course, Rue, you're the PR expert, and I don't want to make any waves for you too much. And Scales, you're the security expert.
You open up a social media account, you are letting everyone know you are alive. And if that's something you want to do, then...
Yeah, that's the thing. It's going to happen eventually. It's a matter of how, a matter of when. And I figured, you two are the best folks to talk to.
Yeah, you open a social media, I'm going to have to print stories on that, right?
Oh, of course. Heck, consider this me giving you the inside scoop. When it happens, you can have a story ready to print.
Well, the story needs to be something like you faked your fucking death.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we'll figure it out.
technically speaking, like, he did just die in absentia. He just
Yeah.
left.
Okay, you left, you came back.
Yeah, I mean, heck. Depending on how you're feeling and what is most politically advantageous to spend. Like, I was on a sabbatical volunteering to help the homeless.
That's
Well, there it is. You've
I
written your own
was!
story. You've written your own story. Now it is a matter of when you open it, I will place security measures. We'll see who is looking.
Yeah, and if nothing else, I want to keep tabs on things. I don't want people keeping tabs on me.
There it is.
Figured I'd lay it on the table because it's something I'm gonna do, and y'all should know about it.
Okay. Yes, I can. Wait. I mean, again, you have to make account first. Then I can start doing things with it.
Actually, that's another thing I needed to figure out. Oz, we're reinstating my old sin because like I'm not dead no more. Do my accounts get deleted back in the day? Or are they still out there? Can we just bring them back?
I
will
still find your page. Like here,
Okay,
and
yeah.
she pulls up her comm link.
Then yeah, Scales. It's just a matter of helping me figure out my old passwords.
That is easy enough.
Yeah, I figured it would be.
But you said rules with the mood swings. What?
Oh, easy. When they happen,
Mhm.
I have something for you. And
Okay.
she kind of like pauses. Excuse me for one moment. And she like walks off, and you see her like go into like a doorway, and when she opens it, you very clearly see it's like a bathroom.
Okay.
And shuts the door real quick. It's less than a couple seconds, and she comes out holding something in her hand. Okay, listen. I am a tree, so do not think this is gross, but this will help you. And she holds out in her hand a kind of paler... It's similar to that wine-colored vine that was Vice's tree, but it's paler.
Mhm.
Whenever it's getting bad, you can bite on this, and it will help.
Are you giving me drugs, Rue?
No, that's my job.
It's not drugs. It's the body and blood of a spirit. So kind of drugs, but like the good kind.
Oh, okay.
Just for matter of being thorough, I spy with my astral eye.
It's like Rue. It's Rue's body. It is straight up just Rue's aura incarnate.
Okay.
All right. So I take this in case emergency.
Yes. It will immediately calm you down. You might be a little loopy, maybe a little overly confident. I think you might know what it might kind of replicate. Might make you a little hungry, but it will halt the process of it trying to overwhelm you.
A little dose of where it's been to reacclimate to where it is now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. She will take this and put it in a little bag she has. And then, like, she's very much like, oh, good. This might get bad. So yeah, she will put it away, and then say, right, well, that is that then. Thanks for having us.
Already has his comm link open and is just like entering a few of what might have maybe been his password as he's like, yeah, let's try and find these old accounts. Yeah, I'm gonna start liking things before I'm back publicly, so feel free to whatever stories you want to run around.
Okay. I can probably get like 13 of them and right off the bat.
Oh,
You know, it'll give me something to do while I'm bored.
Yeah. And might not be till after, them politics are under wraps, but before before business takes me away again. You, me, lunch. Gonna happen.
Absolutely. And okay, listen, straight up, you guys, do whatever it is you're gonna do quickly, because I literally can't go to work.
Oh.
Maya works at the same agency I do. And I'm still a
Mhm.
model. So I can't do that because, you know, Maya is married to Oz, and then I'm
Oh, yeah.
married into the Baroness. And it's like, in public, that doesn't mean anything. But look, Maya's a sweet lady. I do not want Evangeline getting her eyes on anything.
Okay.
Yeah, no, don't you worry, Rue. I don't intend to waste time. I've got a score to settle, and it's a long time coming.
Ugh, good. I really don't like being a pawn. I like playing the game, not being in it.
Well, I appreciate that you're standing
Morningstar,
here on the board next to me, Rue.
Anytime.
Morningstar will pat Rue on the arm, and then we'll start heading out. She is maybe a little wibble wobbly after the the reconnecting of her soul. And she just wants to put herself in a place where she feels comfortable so that when things happen, she doesn't fucking take it out on everyone. So, yeah, she's going to start leaving.
Bye, guys. Take any of the tea you want with you.
There's, a hug before we leave.
Yeah, it's one of those hugs where she's like, you can tell Rue's kind of in a bad spot. Just a little bit. Like, she's actually a little bit upset in the position she's in.
Yeah, I think with the hug, as she's close to just, I mean it, we will get lunch.
You
That's a
better.
promise.
I want to have fun again.
I'm the me I was before that stopped. I'll see to it.
Okay. Get out there and don't get killed.
I do that to other people. Squeeze.
Rue will see you all, obviously, to the door. And
as he's walking, there's just a little wait, no, I don't do that anymore. Why did I say that? Just running through his head.
it's like, oh, hold on.
Wait a minute, who am I right now?
And Rue will kind of do like she'll walk you to the door and she'll kind of stand in the doorway and then just do like a fairly sad closing the door. Maybe she's being a little overdramatic, but there is truth in it.
Who is she if not a little bit overdramatic? That's her brand.
Oh yeah. But no, you all have met with Rue, had some nice tea. You're back in down the stairs and in the van.
I should not have gone in there.
No?
Why is that?
Because all I could see for the entire thing was plastic pink. But
Yeah, you get used to it.
I don't think I want to.
the, the list of things to do has increased dramatically.
Yeah,
That's
that's
how it always goes, isn't it?
My one question for you all, in us dealing with Evangeline specifically, I know that you want to not make moves before the political meeting. When is that meeting?
Soon. It's a matter of, it ain't my place to say. But since it's both sides of Vegas meeting with the Lokisons, it ain't gonna be long. Really, I think. It's just a matter of soon as the Lokisons are ready to roll.
So should we do basic recon on Evangeline now? Set things up and
I'll tell you, I wouldn't worry too much about that because I'm pretty sure the meeting's happening on my turf, as it were.
Well, sure.
The concern is what she will do in preparation for this meeting.
She's got rules she's got to play by too.
I'd say her actions as of late are not following any rules.
There are some rules she's yet to break.
We will see. I will keep tabs on her.
Oh, keep tabs on her by all means. I'm not saying don't. I am saying we don't need to worry about too much yet, because eventually she is going to come to us. And once she does, and once we have that meeting, the rest will make itself clear. But until then, we don't want to do too much too fast, because otherwise we're just going to be getting in our own way. And we don't want that.
As you say. I do not trust what she will do.
Do not for a moment think I do. But whatever's going to happen is going to happen. It's going to happen soon. Things are in motion. That's the reason I had to rush back to this city from where we were before, is because my brother called me back to talk politics, get things sorted out, cross the T's, dot the I's before we're playing in the big leagues. That's settled. Everybody's getting ready. Next couple of days, I imagine it tops. I expect meeting to come first, then Tammy's party, then who knows.
Okay. Considering where things are with me and Wolke-san's,
and that's why you and me got to talk before that meeting, Scales. I got that meeting with you.
Of course, I don't know which side of this meeting I am supposed to stand on.
Yours. Don't worry about it. Of course. Don't worry about it, Scales.
But I am worried about it. The expectations, I need to know what they are. I need to know what the parameters are so that I know how to behave.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's why I'm saying don't worry, because these are the waters in which I swim. These are my games. I'm telling you, don't worry. Don't worry. Before the meeting, not only am I going to brief y'all on what to expect just off the top of my head, I'm going to sit down with Oz, and chances are he's going to brief you. We'll sort it out. I'm saying this. I'm saying you don't got to worry about it, because I'm worrying about it for you. You take care of the tech stuff. You do all the hacking and the cameras and the info tracking. I don't do that. This is what I do.
Okay. Yes.
Now let's get these cucumbers back to Liam, yeah? They're gonna go bad if we're just walking around all day in this heat.
Yes.
It is pretty damn hot.
Yeah. Once we make it back home, she when she gets inside, she's very much like not on edge, but just like hyper aware of herself and like the emotions and all that stuff.
Honestly, I feel expecting that on the ride back, Mojave will hand her his comm link and be like, okay, these were my accounts. I'm going to time you. How quick can you do this?
Yeah, so she will, once a comm link is given, she will begin to find the passwords for his social medias.
Roll me hacking to see how fast you can do it.
All right, let's see. A 7.
Before you even reach the safe house, you don't just have his passwords, you have his password fucking history.
She presents to him his passwords. And also the like goes, you changed your password a lot, and I don't know if it was paranoia or you just forgetting your password consistently, but here it is.
I've always taken my communication security very seriously.
Mm.
Nodding in that way is like, yeah, no, you're right. You called me out.
It's very evident. But yes, it is done.
Thanks.
Mhm.
Starting like just deleting some old post, the kind of thing that nobody would really notice unless they're looking, but just that first little ripple to be like, yeah, no, I'm coming back.
There's action happening on his social medias. Yeah, the thing is she's like he's doing the like you dropped your the trash into the trash can file of your stuff, but like it still exists on your computer. She's like deleting it from the computer, like removing that data completely.
Oh yeah, and part of the conversation is like, okay, yeah, so you found my passwords. How do we make sure that doesn't happen if anybody else does it? How do we do that? How do we close any back doors, seal up loopholes?
You make a really good password that no one will be able to guess. I cannot. Look, I can put things in the way for other hackers, but
Yes.
the truth is, a technomancer, they could get in if they want. They must try very hard. They will put security measures in place.
Which is why I
more than-
text the way I do.
Right, more than like security question, like that's not going to be enough. We have to do much more. But yes,
All you have to do is make it spooky enough that you'd think twice about breaking it.
right, exactly. So I will work on this.
Yeah. Because I got plans. I got schemes. I even got an idea or two.
Good to hear. Yeah, so when they get back to the house, that's probably like cyber-wise, that's what she's working on. She's just creating like a security packet to go over his social medias so that people, if ever they try to hack into his shit, they will have a very bad time attempting to do so.
You basically put an extra layer, like even a data leak could cause someone to stumble into a really bad place if they weren't careful.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So no, you're back. So this whole time back at the place, Anxiety, what have you been doing?
Shirtless baking.
Um,
You have a problem with that?
I'm sorry, did you just say
Shirtless baking. Baking without a shirt on.
Living his best life.
So, about a quarter of the way through that, Midori finishes his reading and has probably, walked his way up onto the counter to talk to you and just, what are you doing?
Making brownies.
Why have you removed your clothing?
Because it's hot. The oven's open.
Do you not need
Yes.
protection from burning?
Just his eyes kind of glance around like he's looking for fire. Like, no. Do you?
I am fire resistant, but the oven
Oh.
scares me. I could fit inside it.
Well, don't go inside of it. And it pretty much has no agency, you know?
I had a nightmare once. Someone threw me in an oven.
I'm not going to touch that. But also, aren't you like a cool mech pilot with a gun on you? I don't think.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
I never dreamed before. I don't like it.
And it was a nightmare about being cooked?
Yes. I was an
You-
egg.
Do you want to help me with this? I'm not gonna let you
Yes.
fall in the oven. So,
I would like to bake. Should
all
I
right,
remove
great.
my top panel?
Yeah, absolutely, brother. You have to. If you're gonna bake, you have to be topless. That's basically a rule.
You hear like a click and a pop, and he pops his top armor off, and it's just like clear, like a clear plexi, and you can see all of his mechanical workings on the inside. But like, yeah, he just pops off the top and then scuttles over. He puts up his two main legs, and you watch them separate into like more easily like little manipulators.
Yeah.
And he is more than happy to help like mix or do anything.
Very body positive in this kitchen. So what he is making specifically are black bean brownies. They taste and look exactly like chocolate brownies. They have cocoa powder in them, but there's no flour, there's no sugar. It's pretty much all protein, no carbs. They're very good. They're very healthy.
As you are baking, and Midori like look, he like you see him like look over the ingredients, and he does like calculations in his mind. It's like, I appreciate your health conscious nature.
Appreciate your fire safety.
I have studied many forms of safety, mostly from Mother.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to organize a fire drill sometime, I'd be okay with that.
I have never thought about organizing safety drills. It is a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
Thank you, Liam.
You're welcome. Yeah, you
And
can
he
be
reaches out.
you can
he
be the
like-
squad's fighter chief.
He touches your arm and just, you are my friend.
All right, so we're gonna do the Predator one arm grip, but like one of them is just like a little carrot stick robot arm.
You have a full bro moment with Midori.
Just two bros, a bro and a bro, just cooking in the kitchen, no shirts on, just fucking
That's when we
Robo
walk in.
Bros.
yeah, robo bros.
That's when we walk in, and the first thing Morningstar says is, Midori, where is your top? Why is it gone?
He turns around and then just like sits up completely, puts both of his front arms up, and just as top of his lungs, body positivity.
Hell yeah.
And
Yo,
did I
Liam.
hear you all talking about fire drills?
I got your vegetables.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. He'll put those right in the. He'll put those right in the fridge, while supervising Midori loading the pans into the oven safely with mitts, even though he's a robot because we use PPE in this kitchen. The fire marshal
you'll-
has to use PPE.
Y'all are aware there's literally a living fire extinguisher here, right?
Yes.
Let them have their fun.
I don't think this is a terrible idea though, because even if it's not a fire emergency, we should have drills for what we have to do in case there's an emergency. What if our enemies send like some sort of black ops squad in to bust in and like execute all of us? We need to have a tactical response.
That's why I sleep on the couch as he's stealing some cocoa powder and putting it in a little vial to tuck in his bag.
And that's
Okay.
why my room is warded against spirits at literally all times.
And don't forget, Liam did that security test way back when.
Right.
I definitely
Which we
got in.
should.
I
we sh-
definitely got in.
Yes, you did, but in a way that nobody else could have.
Right, and then Morningstar patched all the holes. So
Exactly.
We should
We
do
sh-
another drill though. I think we should have another test and see.
Sure.
Oh,
We-
I'm not saying we don't. I am just saying though, like, don't worry too much, Jay. You're with a bunch of paranoid pals.
We should upgrade all the like cleaning and maintenance and assistant drones with lethal counter intrusion protections. Like
No, we
so,
should not
so
do
if
that,
someone
because if we
infiltrates
was
our
to-
house, the entire house can fight back.
Okay,
That's
but
a
then what if
great
somebody
idea.
infiltrates our system and suddenly the entire house is out to get us?
Well, no, that is what he is saying. That we
No. I
update.
mean, like a some enemy technomancer, some enemy hacker gets into our system, and suddenly the sweeper drone is trying to shoot me in the face.
Well, that is exactly why we upgrade. We
Yeah,
upgrade.
Scales
those
isn't going to let that
securities.
happen.
Right. We
Right.
upgrade both things, not just
The
physical.
vacuum cleaner does not need to have a gun.
How
I do
cool
not-
would it be if the sweeper bot had a sweeper,
Okay.
like
I
shotgun
have a
sweeper?
compromise. I have
Okay.
a compromise.
The
I
last,
do not
yeah.
I do not think it is smart to arm my non-sentient brethren.
Exactly.
No, I have compromise. I have compromise. Yes. So instead of giving,
Midori, you do remember you used to be a Roomba, right?
I am aware. I now have a rail cannon on me.
Well, we don't bring
And
up
we
our
didn't
past
give him
things,
a
so-
gun until he got a brain.
Okay. Here's the compromise. We do not give guns to the household items, okay? But we install a sprinkler system so that if anyone should break through all of our other countermeasures, it is filled with sleep serum that is made by Mojave and it will sprinkle the fucking house. Yes?
No.
Look,
Stuff
I
expires.
help me help you.
That
The
stuff expires.
sprinklers-
It only lasts like a few hours.
A sprinkler system
Usually.
filled with gas. We might be able to get like some sort of like neurotoxin or something.
Again,
Yeah.
enemy Decker gets into our system. Next thing we know, we're all dead.
Yeah,
made
confused
it
look
easy.
on Liam's face. He's gonna go under the kitchen sink and grab the fire extinguisher and just show Midori how to use it and anyone else who's
Yeah.
there.
See,
Because Jesus Christ.
we don't need to
we-
shoot ourselves in the foot. The enemy will do that for us if we let them.
And if that fire extinguisher does run out, just call for Finn.
Hey,
Oh,
I am a product of my environment.
So are we all.
why are you scared of fire, darling? You are fire resistant.
Because I had a nightmare about the oven.
Oh god, I'm so sorry. Nightmares are the fucking worst.
How long you been
Sit.
dreaming?
Sentience is a double-edged sword.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
rather than, I just want him to be able to take care of himself just in case Finn's not here, or he's here by himself, or he's in another situation, there's a fire extinguisher, and he combusts or something, he can put himself out, or if there's like an oven on wheels, I don't know.
Yeah,
You
or we need
know.
a distraction and there's a fire extinguisher. Right? No,
Yeah.
good thinking. That's good preparedness right there.
You can
Yeah,
also have
'cause I grew up and we didn't have shit, but we did have a fire extinguisher, so I know how to
Right.
use that.
you could always upgrade yourself to have a fire extinguisher mechanism within yourself. So in case something happens to your body, you can put yourself out.
I actually do have an internal fire suppression system.
Yes.
But what about external?
Now you got that too.
Oh.
That's the fire extinguisher, right?
Uh-huh.
He he grabs the fire extinguisher and reads every instruction on the side of it.
I mean,
Yeah.
like I'm with Liam here. The modern day is all well and good, but analog.
That's the
It's hard to
pressure
beat.
gauge. You check it every month to make sure it's good. You sign off the little tag. We need new tags. We get new tags. You're in charge of safety now, bud. So
I am the safety marshal.
yes, correct.
I am the safety marshal.
As he goes running off, he runs around the fucking kitchen on all four legs. He's losing his shit. He's still not wearing his top armor.
You should put your top armor back on.
Maybe we should get him some
Body!
orange top armor. A little bit
Body
reflective
positivity.
yellow.
Oh, I
No.
was rummaging in his bag.
Hey.
I was about to make him a badge.
Both.
Jay walks back. Jay stepped away and then came back wearing a Hawaiian shirt, and then he says, "Hey, what about a hand painted armor encasement that's Hawaiian?"
You can have style.
Putting a little
Midori-
shiny here on a bottle cap. ahead.
Midori like climbs his ass back up onto the counter. He stands like stanced up, and he just looks at you, Jason, and just
Chameleon paint. I can be anything. I can
Officer Midori,
hide.
I'd like to present your badge. Bottle
No
cap
one
with a sticker on
suspects
it.
a beach ball.
No one expects the beach ball.
Midori, my dude, that is genius. My chummer, that is genius.
Amazing.
ASAP. Next thing I work on, chameleon paint for you. Let's get this done.
just
Sounds
bouncing
like
around with
Bad
excitement.
carefully on Midori's exposed mechanics.
Yeah. I
Um,
will- oh, go ahead.
Anxiety, are those cool yet?
The brownies.
Are they ready to eat?
I guess. I don't know. Softly, is there a problem with that?
No, they're fine. They're
No,
good.
they're good. Yeah, they're good. They're good. Try them. You want a corner
Just-
piece,
just-
don't you?
We're
Just 'cause
gonna
as
say
they're-
there were two batches. Like Midori put one in right when they walked in, but there was another one cooling on the thing already.
Yeah.
Morningstar will look at Anxiety and be like, "Why is your shirt off?"
Do you know him?
Nope. She's
All
asked the
right.
question anyway.
So I wanted to take my shirt off.
Oh, I understand. Okay.
You're thinking too
Amazing.
much. Pick up a brownie, walk over to her with both hands and try to feed her a bite.
Blinks out of sync for a second, because she has her fucking shit back, so she's like, emotions. But
Oh no, that's right.
so she fucking she has an inward glitch, not outward, inward. But she does open her mouth to have some of these brownies. She's never had brownies before, so yeah, she will taste it. Does it taste good?
It
I hope
tastes
so.
like- my wife makes these. The things I'm describing, it tastes like a chocolate fucking brownie.
Oh, delicious!
But
Fantastic.
they're good for you. Like they're not bad. They're just protein.
amazing. Yes,
It is an extremely satisfying chocolate brownie.
Wonderful. So yes, she will have this brownie, and then make like an impressed face at at Anxiety, and say, "These are very good."
I can do a lot with complete proteins. Beans and rice. You wouldn't fucking believe
Wow,
what a poor household can do with beans and rice.
you do what you have to. This is fantastic, and she will. Yeah, she will enjoy the brownies, and I think the thing that changes where she would normally be very like nervous and awkward, that's gone, and she's like openly staring at Liam and just like enjoying the view, I guess, as she eats his brownies.
I think at some point you're gonna notice, as long as Midori consented to this, under his panel that's still missing, by the way,
Right, of course.
a Sharpie was used to make like two little nipples.
Midori was absolutely ecstatic. He was like,
Yes. Yes.
and just continuously shouting.
Body positivity.
Oh my god, she looks
right.
sad.
That's his new favorite words.
Yeah. She looks at Anxiety and she's like, "Did you draw nipples on his body?"
Does Midori have nipples? Yes. Because he's a real boy.
Right. Okay.
You left him alone with his uncle Liam.
That was
Okay,
that was a choice. That was a choice I made.
it was a good choice. I think it was a good choice.
Right.
Now he is
No,
safety
seems-
minded. He knows how to make brownies. You're welcome.
Right. Jesus. Well,
Midori looks at you, Liam, and he like kind of holds his hand out, like looking for the Sharpie.
Sure.
If you handed the Sharpie, he will kind of stand up, and he's a little wobbly, but he's doing his best. He keeps looking up at you, like you see his little camera eye look up and down, and he draws abs on himself.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Midori.
to my son.
And the only way to put this is this little spider drone doing the best he can with the way his body moves. Does like a bodybuilder pose.
Now repeat after me. Come at me, Scrub Lord. I'm jacked.
Come at me, Scrub Lord. I'm jacked.
That's my boy.
Downright
right.
educational.
That's right.
I don't know if I should ever leave him alone with you.
That's right. That's good. No, that's good. He needs to know this stuff. Because if you think a guy like Midori is not going to get bullied for being a ball, right? That's why we got to start training him now. We got to start picking on him a little bit now, right? So that he's a verbal assassin when it happens, right?
I see.
So he'll know not to start fights, but finish them. That's the difference between an asshole and a hero.
I see. Well,
and Midori's a hero.
You're
Like
right.
verbal fights, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're getting enough of the other kind.
Yeah. So when a kid
Exactly.
at school runs up and tells him he's a ball, he can be like, "Yeah, well, your mom and dad don't live together anymore." Fucking
I really love
chop
the
him up.
idea. Really love the idea that he's of this fantasy land where he is going to school.
Yeah, I'm picturing that, sitting a little melon at a desk.
Yeah, I mean, we got about a 50% chance of that being true. So
Yeah, I mean, what was that? A Pulsar for president? Who knows?
You know
yeah,
what they
Well-
say? Sticks and stones break bones, and railguns obliterate your enemies.
Y'all are aware a lot of education nowadays is matrix based, right?
Yeah.
No,
You
I've
could
never
just
been
go
to-
in as a matrix
no.
avatar and just go to school. You could do that like right now.
I've never had the
Midori
school
could go-
experience. I didn't know this was possible.
I
You're not
go to
missing much.
school.
Midori
Digital
could
school,
go to like 10
virtual
schools
school.
at once.
Right. Apparently, school is where people get education on things.
I mean,
Midori
depending
in
on
VR
what you're
chat.
going for. Like, some of it's got to be in person.
Midori becomes addicted to VR chat.
Got a Kermit the
Crazy.
Frog avatar.
She's a teenager suddenly. Everyone help.
Oh no, Midori's gonna become a furry, but in reverse.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Me.
Like the ostriches. I'm sorry.
Why?
So Midori is going to be a machine spider drone who wants to become human, right?
Yeah, he's gonna be running around as a regular person.
I mean, body
Yes.
positivity. He seems happy just the way he is.
That is true.
Hey, you know, Jay has experience making realistic mechs. Jay
What?
could make.
This is crazy. What does Midori's like Matrix avatar look like?
Oh,
Kermit the
Midori's
Frog.
Matrix avatar actually just kind of looks like him. Just the only way to put it is like the segments aren't there exactly. He's a lot more clean lined, a little
Got it.
more. It's like almost organic.
Organic
Got you.
watermelon.
Okay.
You know the game
Amazing.
Bug Snacks? I'll show you that later. When I show you that later, that's what Midori looks like.
Okay.
That's what he likes to look like. He likes to look like a weird food bug.
Oh dear.
Amazing.
Like an actual fucking watermelon.
Good.
The education that my son has received is wild. All right.
Priceless.
Well, we live in
Priceless
wild
is the
times.
word instead of thinking of.
Right. But I guess. So, we learned some things from Brew, which was really more just confirming of the toxic spirit, and that it was attached to a boy that was, or I shouldn't say boy, it was a man, a young man who essentially made a deal with Evangeline.
Evangeline was pulling loan shark crap. This poor sucker got, ended up real bad, made a deal with Vice to try to make it better, and it didn't help much. Long story short, that's what we're looking at. More importantly, Vice's role in all this is confirmed. Evangeline's role is even more confirmed. And I talked to Rue. She's gonna do what she can with what she's got to try and lessen the impact of any stories Evangeline's pushing regarding the whole arson thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks. I mean, people want to hate me, so they probably still will, but you might get like a couple of people.
At
Every
the
drop
very
in the bucket
least-
helps, right?
I agree.
At the very least, you'll be able to go outside.
I hope so.
At the very least, you got friends who are working on it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, true. Pretty sure Ancient Con is about to kick off outside somewhere, but
Oh, well, we heard apparently one of Evangeline's friends used to be attached to agents. I don't know. But
well,
Rue has intention of sort of helping them for this. So,
Yeah,
majority
no.
of people are not cool with racism. So,
The PR sword is one that cuts both ways.
yeah.
so things are being done.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, apparently Rue is also a huge fan of the cucumber water stuff. So maybe next time, if you're in the mood to chill, y'all can talk vegetables. I don't know.
Cook
Share
vegetables.
recipes.
That's sure.
Also, a clarification that I didn't realize before, but now have. Rue's not really like gangster. It's more like she's married to one, but that will change once we handle business with Evangeline.
I mean, that's a matter of respect. The Rue's got some clout in her own right.
No, of course she has street cred, but she is not Veritas. You know what I'm saying? Like she is.
Yeah, no.
Yes, but it was something that I was unclear on before, but we got that clarification today. So, one of the things Liam said earlier was that he didn't really want to be too involved with gangster things, and so I was just,
Yeah.
confirming Rue is not really gangster. It's
I know.
Well, yeah, I didn't know
Good.
y'all needed that clarification because that was clear in my head the moment she opened the door and greeted me like a friend.
Yeah.
Forgive me. My paranoia has been reinstated, so I needed the clarification, but got it. So,
Oh.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of paranoia.
which also a warning. Look, I don't really know what these mood swings Rue warned me about are, but she gave me this, and she will pull out the item that is the Rue safety mechanism. And I will say, apparently, if I have some of this, it will calm me when those moods strike me. I don't know. She said something about 48 hours. So just so everybody knows, if I get a little fucking cookie, I'm so sorry. This thing will help. So now
Oh.
everybody knows.
Yeah, you were there when Scales traded her wear Envy back before things popped off. She got it back now. Just now.
Good.
Yeah, you seem to be like assimilating it, right?
Yes, it is strange. Feels like a rethreading, I guess is the best way to put it. The things that bothered me before, I gave that piece to her. They didn't fade away as far as like memory goes, but my emotion about those things did. And so now it is now emotion with those memories. So I have let go of a lot of that. And so I don't feel volatile, but I guess there is a hypersensitivity that I will now have for the next 48 hours as that kind of comes back together. But that's as far as I understand it. I figure those of you who can see a little differently and understand that sort of thing, spiritual stuff and whatever, you will be able to help me identify those things more readily than I could do so myself.
Yeah, as the resident team doc, I got my eye on you.
I mean,
Fantastic.
You're allowed to be jealous of stuff and envy. That's how you increase your quality of living by having longing. You just gotta not be problematic about it.
Yeah, just gotta not let it eat you alive. Honestly, like way I see it, it's a little bit like painkiller, right? Pain is there for a reason. It's good. It lets you know when something's wrong. But there comes a point where the fever gets too high, the pain gets too much, and it starts causing problems. You take the painkiller so that dies down, and your body can fix what needs fixing. And then when the painkiller wears off, you're good to go. Having a break from the envy gave you a chance to cool off, step away from some of them things that was bothering you. And now that it's back, once the reassimilation's done, I don't know, might be better.
Perhaps.
We'll see. We'll play it by
Had
ear.
some
And either way,
time to go over it like in your head without the extra bit attached to it. It might not hit you as hard
yeah.
as it used
And
to.
does or doesn't, we're here by your side either way.
Sometimes you all, and I suppose people in general, are a constant reminder of things that I could not have. Things that are very normal and mundane. And I would often struggle with feeling envious of those things, memories that you have as children, experiences like eating brownies. Those things were never afforded to me, and I would feel an extreme amount of jealousy and not know how to cope with it. And so it may be very toxic in my own right. But I am hoping that is not. Yes, that this will not be repeat feeling. So
Well, depending on what it is, we can help with it. Like now you have not only had brownies, but with friends, and it was an edge piece, the best kind of brownie.
why is this best kind of brownie?
Well,
Well,
it's debatable.
Have a not edge piece.
Debatable.
Tell me how you feel.
It depends on what texture you like, The ones in the
Yeah.
If you
middle are
like
more
it
be a little bit
solid
gooey.
and chunky, or if you like it,
She grabs a middle piece to test this out for
or
science.
or alternatively, you can try a side piece. You get a little bit of both.
I will have to conduct experiments. She begins testing. the
There's a whole
various-
second sheet. Eat up, they're good for you.
Yeah, she definitely tests this out and finds that she probably likes the side piece, a little bit of both. She likes a little bit crispy, but she also likes that it's like softer in the center there. But yeah, she smiles at the kind of like experience that she's just around her friends and able to do something as mundane as have brownies and it not be like a cataclysmic experience. She's again, calmer and happier than she has ever been, and appreciating this moment that she has with them.
About, you are all, sitting there on the brownies having that calm moment. There is a moment where what can only be described as an electronic squeal occurs. And Midori has climbed himself somehow up onto the ledge of where Anxiety's room would be. Mm-hmm. He has none of his armor on. And he is just straight up jumping full force out and is attempting to cannonball onto the couch. Something at my man's has gone crazy. And he's just making squealing noises as he rolls around naked.
What did you do?
I had my shirt off and I answered his questions. This is him. I did nothing.
Gave him permission, that's it.
Every time he stops, he lands, he rolls. Every time he stops, he makes a pose. Like a fucking straight up model pose.
This is you. This is absolutely there's nowhere else he would have learned that from. She sees him posing on the couch.
I scream and roll around and pose naked? Is that what you think I do?
Clothing. This is you. This is your influence.
Yes.
bad, but she's like, this
Let
is
the
your
kid have
fault.
his fun.
Scales, I hate to break it to you, but
Yes.
the kid has access to the internet.
Oh shit. She's looking up parental controls.
Yeah, like what did I fucking do? I made brownies. Shit.
You're also made a lot of money by doing, well, almost naked dancing.
Almost naked dancing. At
Tasteful
least as far as
moves.
I've seen.
Taste.
Body
And
positive
mother
dancing.
made a very, and his mother, pointing at Midori, made a very explicit ad for it.
Oh no, I'm a bad mom. It's just so
No, you're
racist.
not.
You're not, but it's more. I'm not surprised.
Right.
It happens.
Look, he's
Hey.
having his fun. He'll get it out of his system. And
I
if he
hope
doesn't,
so.
well,
He goes to jump off the ledge again. She's like, oh, like, please be careful.
gotta
Well,
have
if
your
he
fun.
doesn't, I don't think he can get anyone pregnant.
yeah. And
Oh.
you know, you have your fun off the clock so you can work hard on the clock. Work hard, party hard, right?
Yeah.
He's going to break a limb.
Not to mention, guy's made of metal. It's not like he can get drunk.
True.
So
Also-
you were looking at those parental controls, right?
Yeah.
Make sure you can't access BTLs.
Oh shit.
No. What you do is you inform him of the dangers, you inform him of the risks, because if you just say no, he's gonna wanna.
Yeah. She's having a whole moment right now about being a mom. But yeah, she doesn't like start blocking things at all, but it's more like tagging things of like
We
he's
gotta
gonna
have this
have
talk and
questions.
that talk and
Yeah,
this talk.
she's gonna have some questions, so let me fucking prepare myself for when those questions come. Because only recently did she learn a lot of things about the internet. So she's
So-
like,
You're going through and tagging things, and you're seeing Midori's search history.
help me God.
And what he searched was a lot of things that make you a bit nervous. Mostly arson, ways to commit arson.
Oh my God.
a long compilation of 50 cals firing through various fruits and wood and metal. Just guns destroying things.
Yep. Very
And then-
classic teenage boy stuff.
Yeah, and then a lot of lookup of like paint jobs, like various, flames on the side or whatever.
Yeah.
And a shit ton of MMA and wrestling.
Midori having his hot girl summer.
It's truly he's just doing teenage boy things right now.
And
she's
something
amazing.
that's oddly familiar to you. It is not something he looked up, but it is something inside of his files. Seems Midori has also had access to your side of the files,
Oh shit!
including contact information. And Midori has been looking up a lot of old tech. Specifically, a special kind of just appearance that really hasn't been seen in a lot of physical technology lately. It was the beautiful golden age of the see-through plastic for electronics.
I knew it.
Oh boy!
And
Okay.
right there in his contacts is one name. All lowercase. Candy.
God damn it, Candy!
He has been following what is equivalent to her Instagram page, where she's just posting all of this old world stuff. He is obsessed with the see-through electronics.
Yeah, immediately she messages Candy. She messages Candy and she's like, "Hey, I didn't know you had a social media for old world stuff. Interesting. If this I guess I would say icon, right? Like if this contact reaches out to you, it's my son. So just, keep that in mind.
Just a old emoticon style smiley face.
Yeah.
Like the colon, dash, and a parentheses.
Yeah.
Kind
And
of
just be,
smileys I
okay.
make.
Cool. Like, God damn it. She can't tell him no, because it's not bad. It's fine. But yeah, she's just like,
all
okay, cool.
that exposed inner technology, scandalous.
Right, it's a lot. That's a lot, and I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that, and I'm not ready to process it. To be honest, but she's
Listen, body positivity.
right, positivity, which is what she says out loud. She's like, in that way of like reassuring herself. She's like, body positivity. Okay. She's like, I'm gonna wake up and he's gonna have a whole clear shell instead of his armor on. It just accepts that that's a thing that's going to happen. Yeah. Jesus. So yes, when she receives the okay from Candy, there's that. But then she will look to Mojave and say, do you want to have that talk?
Yeah. I was just waiting for the right moment. Didn't want to kill the fun. But if you're ready.
I mean, there's no better time, right? We're not doing anything right now, so. Although I do want to ask, Liam, if you would do me the favor of trying to be sneaky right now, like go outside, come back in, try to be sneaky about it. I want to see what I need to upgrade in our systems.
Sure.
I would appreciate if whatever room we're trying to chat in could be left out of the security sweep for right now.
Okay, that's fine.
So you want me to wait then?
I can do many things at once. So,
Focus on our pal here. And then tell you what, I'll head out. I'll sneak in at some point. You won't know when.
We will see.
Let's make it a real test, huh?
She smiles, and you can see like competition in her eyes. She's like, okay. She gets competitive.
I'll go for a walk. I'll be back eventually.
All right. And she smiles. She absolutely has a tag on his shit. Like she's gonna know where he is. But she just says, okay, and then we'll go with Mojave.
Yeah, stepping off into a side room.
Okay. What is it you want to talk about?
Close the door. First thing first, for sake of being thorough, if this is Loki's base, 404 base, she's got any bugs in the place, if you could turn them off, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. And I will do that. I will essentially silence this room.
Yeah, it is. You have full access here. It's fully easy to silence it out.
Okay, done.
And Oliver takes his ComSec very, very seriously. Just the astral sweep to make sure that if there's any like jellyfish, we can just gently shoo them out.
There are no jellyfish. There are no crabs. Finn is not in here, I believe.
No.
Yeah, just I didn't expect it, but for sake of being thorough.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna sit down. So, you remember before we split up, I had that meeting with Sleipnir, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Went well. All told. Negotiations are rolling, and I'm set to play diplomat between the Lokis and the Falcons. There was just one condition to Slep getting me a seat at the table. Sleipnir asked that I mentor you in the family business. Make sure you know the game, got what it takes to play it, all them things. And since my brother's a wise man, you know, he agreed to let me bend the rules and tell you stuff, provided you'll learn good, and don't go spilling what I say everywhere. So you was talking about you want to know where you stand, what the parameters are. It is
Yes.
officially my job to teach you.
Okay.
So yeah, you know, fact of the matter, everybody knows. You got hard scales, you got talent, far too much to waste. Loki's and brass like you. But I hope it didn't sound the wrong way when I say you don't got a lot of discipline, at least historically. And that does put them brass in a tricky spot, you know, because if you don't got discipline, they got to give it to you.
I see.
Yeah. So that's where I come in.
I need to understand something.
Mm-hmm. I'm here to answer.
Okay. You say discipline. Do they mean that I am emotional? Is that what they mean by this?
I'm not putting words in nobody's mouth but my own. But you do got a habit of popping off on occasion. You get a whim, you chase it. And sometimes decisive action is exactly what you need in the moment, but sometimes it ain't.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're answering to a boss and the entire family's safety is at stake, they got to know that they can rely on you to do what needs doing when it needs doing, and not do it if it don't need doing.
Okay. Okay. I understand this, but I am not one in the habit to sacrifice people. You see?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel more often than not, that is what they will require, is to leave people behind for greater whole.
You ever played chess, Scales?
Yes, actually.
You know how sometimes to win, you got to send a pawn into the line of fire? You got to sacrifice a bishop to take out a queen. But by taking out that queen, you can make sure the rest of your pawns don't get got.
Yes. I see.
Them the hard calls a boss has got to make. And that's the kind of discipline it takes, is to know that if the boss tells you to leave some poor sucker behind, it's because they got a reason, it's because they got a plan, and not following that order is going to cause more harm.
How do you find a way to trust said boss?
It's part of the commitment you make when you join up. It's part of what being part of a family, capital F family, is. You got to take your oaths. You got to hold by them, hold to them. And you know that every other sucker next to you is there for the same reasons, doing the same things, working for the same goals, protecting the same people.
I do not like it, but I understand.
And that's what matters. And I don't want to say this in a way like I'm trying to chase you off, but if at the end of the day, you know, you don't think you're cut out for it, there's no shame in that, you know? You'd rather be a free agent, not sign yourself up to any one organization or another. You don't gotta be Loki'son. Because with the power does come responsibility. That's just the way of it. And sometimes, especially if you end up in a leadership goal, you're going to have to send some pawns into the line of fire. You're going to have to make them hard calls. And it sucks, but that's the job.
I understand this. I want to see more. I want to understand. I want to understand them. And then I can make choice.
Mm-hmm. And part of what I'm here for, part of what Sleipnir tasked me with, was giving you them straight answers so that you can have the context to look and understand what you're looking at. Because, I mean, I know what it's. I know who I am now, but before I did, I do know what it's like to have to muddle through making it up as you go along and hoping for the best. And I know what it's like to not have all the answers. To not even know what questions to ask, and then be left drifting when you don't know how to play the games that nobody ever told you the rules for. I'm here to tell you the rules.
Things are much simpler if you could just shut the problem down. You know?
In theory. World ain't that simple, though.
Right. I am beginning to understand things are less black and white.
Yeah, because, sometimes the problems attach to 3 other problems. By shutting this problem down in the wrong way, you've just made every other problem so much worse. Or sometimes the problem wasn't actually the problem at all. It was just a warning sign going off telling you about the real problem. Anyway.
Right. Okay.
I've been thinking a lot about all the stuff I gotta tell you. And now that we're here face to face, I tell you, I hardly know where to start.
Yeah.
Guess one of them things, the topic of family keeps coming up, right?
Yes.
And I've said before, there's family and then there's family. Have I actually gone into like what I mean by that?
Not at all. And I've tried to understand. Perhaps this is one of those things that are gray.
When I snuck off to see Oz that first time, let him know I was alive and not gunning for him.
Mm-hmm.
He let me back into his life right then as a brother. But right then, I'm Ollie Falcone. That is literally my name. But in that moment, despite having the name Falcone, I was not a Falcone.
Mm-hmm.
And then how I went off to chat with Oz one-on-one, man-to-man, right before we popped back out to LA?
Yes.
That was me trying to close that distance. Oz gave me his blessing to wear the colors, play politics in his name. I got waved in.
Mm.
But even then, I might have been talking for the Falcones, but even then, I wasn't really a Falcone. There's the, you heard the old saying, blood of the covenant's thicker than the water of the womb?
Yes.
Doesn't matter who your mama is, doesn't matter who my brother is. What matters is the oaths you swear and how firm you keep to them.
I see.
Relative on the inside gets you in the door. You don't gotta jump through hoops to get yourself an interview, as it were. But that's as far as it goes. You gotta swear in. You gotta show your commitment. You gotta. Everybody there is somebody who's made a promise.
I understand this.
And I remember. What was it? The other day when we was talking to, we met up with your mom and fixed her up, right?
Yes.
We as we was leaving,
Mm-hmm.
I remember you mentioned you noticed some of your mom's boys giving you funny looks, right?
Yes.
And you I'm trying to remember. What was your take on that? Why did you think they were doing that?
At the time, I figured they were upset because of what happened to her, not thinking clearly because of it, the losses that they took.
Yeah, reasonable. From where I stand with my context, knowing how these games are played. What I saw, they saw you wearing the colors like you was a maid snake. But you ain't done none of the rites or rituals. You ain't sworn no oaths. You ain't part of the crew. I know who you are and what you've done and how much you've given up to try and help out the Lokisons. But from street level, they don't got a clue. As far as those boys know, your fancy runes look like stolen valor.
I understand what you are saying.
Yeah.
Uh,
I ain't saying you gotta like it.
no, I certainly don't. I find actions speak far louder than words, and given all that I have done to help Loki-sans.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Actions do speak louder than words, and they ain't seen them. We've been running the shadows. We've been working as associates. We ain't part of that crew. They ain't seen it. They ain't run beside you. They ain't seen you stepping in the line of fire to take a bullet for Loki's and boys. They ain't seen what you're willing to risk. They ain't heard you swear no oaths.
That is exhausting.
Well, that's the game.
But I understand. I understand what you're saying. I will not repeat those actions.
Good. I am here to facilitate understanding. And you know, I'm talking about all these oaths and stuff. That ain't supposed to be easy. It ain't supposed to be fun. It's a rite of passage, you know. You was asking about these bruises I got?
Yes.
Yeah. That was me doing it again, the whole rigmarole. Proving myself, swearing in. Now, I got permission to tell you I'm a made man in every sense of the word. I got the protections, I got the power, and the responsibility that comes with it. I've staked my life on keeping my oaths. And this is part of it.
They beat you up as a point of what? What does that prove?
How to explain?
Because the way it looks to me is simply that they took an opportunity to cause you harm. That doesn't feel loyal. That feels just like abuse.
Okay, let me tell you a bit of a story, yeah? Might be a bit rambling as I'm trying to find the point, but let me tell you a story. So, when me and Oz, when we turned 16, do you want to know what present Dad gave to us? We got to interview. We got the chance to show the Falcones that we were Falcones through and through, not just by name, but to the bone. And I tell you, passing that test and getting to take my oaths, proudest day of my life. Me and Oz, we was always the old man's kids, but we weren't. Well, the point is, it's proven the difference between a made man and a nepo baby flouncing in on daddy's glory. There's no such thing as secondhand respect. I don't know if all families do it like this. But you know, my old man, he was real big on them old world elf culture things, right? Had us speak in Sperithiel at home and everything, and most folks in Tir Tanger don't even do that. But in Sperithiel, there's this concept, Zathian. It's like the calm that transcends fear, right? It's not being brave, it's not pushing down fear, it's not pushing through fear. It's not like not having fear at all the way T did things. It's the point after fear. You're staring down the barrel and the world goes crystal clear. You're looking death in the eye with, it ain't even defiance. It's not acceptance, though that's probably the closest English word. It's a kind of certainty, a kind of zen. It's that moment when the chips are down and whatever's going to happen is going to happen, but you have a job to do and you will do it until your last breath. That's what my old man liked to see. So we'd have some guys wail on the new fish. Fishy breaks, cries, fights back, dies. He's out. Don't got what it takes. You gotta show steel, you gotta show grit, and you gotta show Zathian to earn your stripes. So everyone knows you won't turn tail mid-gunfight or fink out the second your ego gets bruised. You can take a beating, and it won't turn your head. Hernar or Darnar Falcone. Anything less ain't worthy of our name. But then when you are worthy, you get to swear in. You get to give your soul to the family, I tell you. It was a good birthday, all told. You know, there's some kind of parties you can only have in Vegas with enough whiskey. Even broken ribs don't hurt you. Good times when you know everybody else you're standing beside has gone through the same thing and has that same commitment to protecting you like you're committed to protecting them. They've seen it firsthand. It matters.
Okay.
And there's the, like for me, I'm all dinged up now. I got reinstated. It's the matter of running an organization, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's an argument to be said. You know, I was in when I was 16. You're in for life. Here I am now. Why should I have to go through that again? But, yeah, the Don's word is law. But what's the guy's name? There's the philosophy guy. It's not Hobbes. It's not Hume, Locke. One of them. I don't. Oz wrote the essays about that class. But the guy who wrote about how a leader derives power from the consent of the governed, right?
Right.
The Cappy respect the Don, but the Don who don't respect his Cappy in turn, you know, he ain't going nowhere but down.
Mm-hmm.
I can't come molten in 3 years dead and start barking orders like I never left. That'd be an insult to everything my brothers fought and bled for.
I see.
It's a matter of showing your commitment, proving you got what it takes. Proving even if you don't understand the orders, you're going to follow them because the boss has a plan. And I'll tell you, these lessons didn't come to me easy neither. This small confession, this is my third go round. There was a time I was, 1920, already full-blooded terror. A few years before, completely lost it.
Mm-hmm.
I got word that one of them Baron test boys had finked out and was singing songs to the PCC. I'll spare you the politics, but let me just say nobody would have been happy about it. So I got it into my head to do something. Solve the problem myself. Make it quick, make it easy. Like you was saying. Get rid of this, just eliminate the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I tracked him down to a restaurant and I started asking questions. And you know how I was back then. My gun did most of the talking.
Right.
Thing is, there are rules for this. There are rules for how you're supposed to handle things between families. Because Varentess and Falcone, we're different families, but we're all part of the same capital F family. Loki's an ain't. Varentess and Falcones both are. And that's part of why with this meeting, it ain't three families meeting at the table. Not really. It's two families. It's the Loki son, and then it's us in this thing of ours. Anyway, there's rules for these sort of things, and I followed exactly none of them. Oz pulled me out of there before things got too far out of hand, but when Dad found out I'd try to do justice to a Varentess without his blessing, let's just say furious ain't the half of it. Punched me square in the gut, told me to have me gutted like a fish and left to rotten like meat if I wasn't his kid. And when I tried to explain, everything I did for the Falcones, he answered with something like, I won't hear my name tainted by an idiot's mouth. He told me he didn't want to hear my voice, so I got his permission to speak on pain of death. My old man never did anything by half measures. I think I was playing the quiet game for like a week? And then, of course, first thing he did was to be back down to square one. And one did not end with a party, but I sure did get drunk. Anyway, There is a point to the story, and that is, I want to ask, why do you think he did that? What's your take?
Why do I think he put you through that again?
Yeah.
Well,
What's your
based on what you are telling me, it is to make you prove yourself again. Your loyalty to his word.
And why do you think that's important?
Well, I suppose if you, his own son, does not respect rules, then none of the rest will have to either.
Grins. You got that right. Respect is everything. If you don't got respect, you don't got nothing. That ain't so much a saying as it's a law, and it's not a law like legal, it's a law like gravity.
Okay.
If the world thinks he's gone soft, there goes our power on the streets. Suddenly Vegas is in chaos as somebody tries to oust him, and the whole family is in danger. Not to mention, it was the only kindness I left him room to wield. Because there's no such thing as secondhand respect. If he thinks I'm only there because if he lets them think I'm only there because he's soft on me, they'll never respect me again. It's proven myself to him. It's proven myself to the boys I'm going to be fighting side by side with.
Okay. I understand this.
So a lot of the pageantry, a lot of the hoops you got to jump through. It might feel stupid in the moment, but there is a point, and that point is the family as a whole. Sometimes the pawn's got to step into the line of fire so the king don't take the fall. Because if the king falls, it's all over.
Okay. I will think about this more. Understand the way these people work. Or I should say these kind of people work.
Yeah. That's my family. Reason I didn't say nothing sooner with you going around calling Loki'son name. I didn't know how the Loki'son did things. They ain't my family. Turns out they do things similar enough, but yeah. These kind of people, these kind of games.
I feel as if this is maybe not Sleipnir's fault. But I think if he would have presented this to me in this way, I might have understood a little sooner and maybe not have been so ready to fight him. Perhaps that was...
He's got his hands full and don't know you as well.
Yes.
Really, right now, them things, keep them, absorb them. But the two things you got to burn into your brain, right? The two laws that matter above all else. First one is silence. You don't talk about this. You don't talk about none of this. You do not ever reveal the family's name to an outsider. You do not admit to being a member, even under torture. In this day and age, snitches are lucky if they only disappear. There's some families, not mine, some families, they hook you up. Your brain goes pop if you say a word. It's that kind of serious. You do not talk about it. That is the first law. Second law is respect. You show respect and deference to those above you, because that is what keeps the system running. You make sure the higher-ups get their cut, and you uphold the honor of your family and punish any acts of disrespect towards it. It all runs on respect. Without respect, we've got nothing.
That I can do.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd have a problem with that. But that's why, way back when I told you I shot them suckers who stole my car.
I see.
Yeah. Robbie there and Tess was part of the family. There were channels I needed to go through to get justice proper. Couldn't shoot him. His friends, though, if you don't got respect, you don't got nothing.
Okay. It sounds like a thing of balance. I can do this. I do have a question for you.
Ask.
As far as that meeting goes, it will be Falco, Loki-san, and Verentes.
Yeah. That's why we can't move on Evie yet.
Okay.
Because Oz and Evangeline, right? We sit at the head of this city, but there are higher ups. There's people you got to answer to. You got to do things right. Or else.
Okay. So then my question becomes, when we go to this meeting, I will not, say anything or do whatever, but I will not say anything, but is it crossing boundary to perhaps with my abilities?
Scales, I'm way ahead of you. Do not worry about a thing. I have been thinking about how we're going to do this. I'm going to brief you all before we get there. I do not think you will be at the table because I do not think you are currently in a position where that is. I don't think politically there is any reason for you to be there, and we don't need to draw we don't need to put you in front of Evangeline's eyes.
No.
If you think I do not want you running ComSec through the entire city block.
Okay. I that is all I need to know.
We'll make sure.
Will be my use there, because I am aware I will not be at the table, but protection is necessary, and I do not trust Evangeline. So
no, nor do I, but I do trust you, and
okay,
I'm gonna make sure that we find you a job that nobody else can do but you. Certainly not as good.
Okay, I understand. If I have any questions, I will defer to you.
And as I said, normally, rule of silence, I am forbidden to speak, but I went and I asked Oz and I got his express permission. So right now, we do got both the Loki-san and the Falcones on our side.
Okay. Good, because the war is not on the list of things I would like to have happen. So
I'll tell you, I have been spending every second of my life since I got my memories back, before we even had Mananangal on the grounds. I've been working to prevent it. Don't you worry about a thing.
All right. With that, she smiles and she'll give Mojave a hug. But also will be like, where is Liam, so that I can fucking make sure this place is locked down and he can't sneak in.
So to be clear, his phone is off. And the bike is set to manual now, and it's just driving in figure eights around the block.
Amazing.
So get shit on. You have no clue where he is or when he's gonna sneak in.
Yeah, she realizes like, oh shit, he shut all his stuff down. God damn it.
Oh fuck, this is his whole thing. Oh, I hate this. I hate it here.
She could totally turn his shit back on, right? But then he would know. She's turned the shit back on.
I mean, can she?
Actually,
I don't think she
no. Not if it is completely taken off grid. It doesn't matter.
I'm sorry.
Even if you have marks, on it, it doesn't matter. If it's taken off grid, it's gone.
Okay.
It's called if something ever reboots, like goes off grid and comes back on, it deletes all marks on it completely.
Oh, okay. So that's my bad. I didn't understand that aspect of the thing. Okay.
He's already in your bedroom, by the way.
That's crazy. Please don't do this.
Yeah, we asked very nicely for you to not intrude upon our conversation, because you totally could if you wanted to.
Exactly. That's why he's in the bedroom.
Right. He's doing his figure eights, right? That's cool. So what I will actually do.
The bike is driving itself.
Oh.
He's in your bedroom,
as far as Scales knows, he's doing his figure eights.
Yeah, he's doing figure eights.
Everybody fucking hold on a minute. Because I told him to leave and then come back. Because she's not just protecting her bedroom. He already
came back, dog. He's in your bedroom.
I
Go check.
can't stand it here. That's really wild.
We will have to have anxiety do
Yeah, he's
those
definitely not.
rolls.
Okay, I have my fucking alarms
Blade.
on and open to see if he fucking makes it into the place.
Yeah, no, he's not back yet.
Yeah.
He's gonna fuck with you
No.
and come back when he
Oh, yeah,
pleases
yeah.
in like a day or
Just-
two.
As just the final note of the conversation, as Scales, half of her brain is beginning to have this crisis, Mojave just pat on the back. Don't forget, I do got a comm link now. If ever, keep it double talk. If you got any questions,
Oh.
gotta clarify stuff, you got my number.
Yeah, I learned a bunch of stuff when I was away, and like encryption's really fucking cool.
Cool. Yeah, I do it analog with the whole. You've seen the way I text, but
Yeah, it's well, that's the like really cool thing, right? So I can create something in which to you receives in like a similar sort of linguistic pattern that you would have, right? But it is hidden, the actual message, not just in the double talk, but also like the literal file.
more layers we got, the better. But yeah,
Yes.
no, if things come up, if you're in a position where you gotta do talking and you don't want to talk, pass the buck my way. That's what I'm here for.
I gave you something, you and the rest of them. Do you remember?
Yeah, and I remember you not saying what it was, just that it was there.
You can tell the others if you'd like, but it's me. Parts of me. So that should ever, I don't know, like the situation you were talking about, if someone tries to torture to get information, they can't get the information. I can, in a way, shut myself down. And then you all can put me back together. You have the keys to me.
I'd rather make sure it never comes to that.
Of course, but it's what do they call this? Contingency. Just
Gotta
in
respect the failsafe.
case. Right. So no one has to worry about me telling secrets.
Biggest thing is just remembering what's secret. All right, let's. Oh, they're probably starting to wonder.
Yes. I don't know if he is here yet. She starts.
No, probably.
She starts fucking, going out onto the security
Oh,
system
yeah.
that they have. Like is
Nothing
there any
is set
breaches?
off, and you realize you can't track him. He's missing.
She curses. There's a loud curse that goes through the house,
And-
and she's like, "Shit!"
As unfortunately we are reaching time. So, as you curse and you and Mojave go to exit the room to rejoin your friends, we are going to have to stop for the evening and call a close to this episode and come back to this next episode. So, I would like to thank everyone for playing. I would like to thank everyone for joining us this evening. And in no particular order, I would just like you to give me your favorite dessert. Anxiety. Who are you? Why do you exist? And what's your favorite dessert?
What's good? I'm Slip. I work retail. My favorite dessert is my wife.
Wow. I knew
Damn.
that response was coming. I did.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Saw it.
I wasn't ready.
Great answer, though.
Okay.
Amazing.
And then, so next up is Jason. Who are you? Why do you exist? And what is your favorite dessert?
You're muted.
Slip had the best answer, but
Right,
I
like how
guess-
do you follow it up? How do
Yeah,
you
I can't.
like a
So
copycat?
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Cheesecake.
Do you have your things to share today?
Oh yeah. I have friends who have written books, such as our very own Daybreakathon, who has written Word Breaker and Wind Swept. Check them out. I also have a friend who goes by Solus, who's written Solus, has written Obelisk, The Long Dream. Check them out.
I bought it. I still gotta read it.
Yeah, awesome.
Amazing.
All right, and then as my soul leaves me, Morningstar, who are you? Why do you exist? And what is your favorite dessert?
Lord. I'm Larissa Rave. You can find me all over the internet as such. I do this. I do TTRPGs here, Lanyap Gaming, the Rolling Nomads. Check them out and you'll see all the stuff. I also do ASMR styled readings on YouTube. What else do I do? I do spicy content. If you're into that sort of thing, just check out all the links and you'll see the stuff that I do. Yes, a fucking favorite dessert. I mean, I really don't know how to follow up what Slip said. Crazy. Probably balaclava, the Greek dessert.
Oh,
it is so
baklava.
good. It's probably,
It's
yes,
funny
baklava.
you should
Yeah,
say
it's
that.
so good. It's so good. That's probably my favorite. But yeah.
And then Mojave, who are you? Why do you exist? And what's your favorite dessert?
Yeah, it's really funny you should say that because my answers are either apple pie or baklava. And I just, what was it I said the other day, Softy? I was like, yeah, it's all rolled up together in like a baklava of torment. Like that's just really
Yeah.
the energy here.
Oh yeah.
Hi, I'm Jay Breakathon. You can find me in places where things happen, and you won't find me in places where they don't. I wrote those 2 books that Nuskavian is very kindly holding up, Wordbreaker and Windswept. Third one is on the way. I am slowly getting through the process of making it not suck, I hope. Working on that. I also did the character art here and for other places where the art looks like I did it. I did. I'm very coherent and good at speaking. I'm good at words too, I promise. Artist, author, them things. You can find me streaming whatever I want whenever I can over on my own channel right here on Twitch, Day Breakathon. I have lately been, as of today, tormenting Softy in that Monster Hunter game that I don't know how to play. I keep getting kidnapped by birds.
I'm gonna cry, but it's great. I'm having a wonderful
I have
time.
grabby hands, Softy. I can't help it. You knew this when you invited me. Anyway, that's who I am. That's what I do, more or less. My dog is here. He says hello.
Hello.
3.5 hours to reach the damn stupid chicken. So, Cloudburst, who are you? Why do you exist? And what's your favorite dessert?
Hello, everyone. My name is Lord Verdun. I play Cloudburst here on Mondays. And for once, I am not here to exist to solve problems. They were all perfectly and entirely solved without my input. Thank God. My favorite dessert is actually like really tough. Baklava is absolutely delicious, wholeheartedly. A different one I absolutely adore, like fruit flavored creme brulees, absolutely delicious. But the one I'll go ahead and leave out here is sticky rice with fresh mango.
Yes. So good. Oh
It
man.
is super
Yum.
delicious.
Now I'm hungry. Shit.
Yes, you're welcome. And if we're adding in an entire thing, a freshly cut iced coconut, that is a meal I have had abroad, and it is okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Yo,
So
fair
good.
enough, though. Holy shit!
Right?
This makes me wish I wasn't allergic to things like mango and apples. It sucks.
No.
It sucks. It came later in life, so I've tasted them and they're delicious.
Mhm.
All right, so hi, I've been your Cosmic GM Softonomicon. My favorite dessert is tiramisu. I fucking love tiramisu. I could destroy that.
Yes.
It's delicious to me.
I
Holy
can't-
shit.
This close to saying tiramisu, but I'll get cheesecake
Tiramisu is so
instead.
fucking
is
good.
good.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm-
followed very closely behind by key lime pie.
Also very good. Also very good.
I've also been to Florida Keys. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now we're all just hungry.
Yeah, now we're all hungry. And now I've ruined everything. It's the middle of the night, and I've made everyone want sweets. I am an evil person. So, I obviously here, I do run the Flood on the Mondays. I have my own channel, which I'm finally back to doing. Because, dear God, I have been moving and sick, and I'm still not done moving, but hey, we're here. But I have my own channel where I do whatever the fuck I want when I do things, and Day is tormenting me in Monster Hunter Wilds.
Not
Hooray.
on purpose.
Not on purpose, but it's still happening.
This time.
Oh my lord. I also did the intro, overlay, everything that's not the character art. I did. I'm very proud of it. If you like it, I could do that for you. It's been wild. I still haven't done my new price sheet, but hey, if you message me on Blue Sky, I can give you my prices. They are there, I just don't have a damn sheet for it yet. I have a Patreon where I am making a coloring book called The Periodic Table of Monsters. It is absolutely technically under construction, and it probably will be for a little bit, but it still works, and you can still get the coloring book. I think that's it. I don't have a brain for anything else. I have placed the stuff for Table of Horrors in the place where it's supposed to be, and now we're gonna go raiding because that's how this goes. And we're going to raid on. Why can I not read? Arclight Court.
Ooh.
I don't know. They're playing. What is it? The Heritage Collection.
Oh, fun.
Cattails and wingtips. Alright, that sounds kind of fucking cool. But no, we are gonna go raiding on them. We're gonna go say hi. Hope they're having a good time. But we cannot go until I need to roll a fucking die. Oh! Fuck it. Until Morningstar says the line.
Hello. I'm glad to be back. We'll see what trouble I may or may not get into next time.